The owl of the night. What groovy music he makes.
It's in Shoma's Night Owls Clip by Whirling Show.
Disco plesiosaur. Chicken dinner. Jack Oxen. Chicken dinner. Oh, this is insane. Okay. That's weird. Okay.
I'm so sleepy I can't seem to keep awake.
And now it's time for night owling with that fuzzy-faced friendly giant. And Shoma.
Oh! Yeah! Oh my god, this is gonna be weird. Hello everyone, welcome to an impromptu night owling. And just to give you a heads up, I'm going to do my best not to do any artwork tonight, but if I do, just to kind of lay down the law, I'm just going to do whatever I feel comfortable doing. So, just to
yeah.
Yeah. Just
just for men ads.
Where?
It's going to happen again.
No.
Every time you get smarty,
yeah.
they come up.
Yeah, but no, I realize that if I just do something that I just want to focus on, it just, I get a lot less flustered. But tonight I'm going to be focusing mainly on my guests. Hey, Brayton.
Hi.
Hi. And whatever questions.
It's a solemn night tonight, though. We should acknowledge it's our first night owling back since the incident. But also,
it wasn't that big of a deal in retrospect. I can easily save that episode through the magic of editing. So
we have some sad news.
Oh, who died?
Waldo was found dead by authorities.
Okay, are you talking about the red and white dude, or are you talking about like Waldo the Welder monster from Power Rangers Season 2?
The red and white dude, now red all over.
Oh, what happened? Was the original author killed in a stampede of cartoonish individuals?
Well, no, authorities found him crushed under the weight of his own ego.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you ever do... Okay, you don't go to conventions as often as I do, but it's one thing...
Hell no.
You like to stay...
The smell drives me away.
Yeah, you like to stay in your scary castle, just overlooking the audiences, going like, kids.
Yeah, and throw bricks at the people as I drive by.
But no, it's like one funny thing I like to do. Like this is kind of a spur of the moment thing I shouldn't be doing, but I like to beat the shit out of people serving the drinks. No, jokes aside, those people, they have it hard enough as it is.
That was a joke?
No, the joke is coming. Hold on. Okay, it's coming in for landing.
Oh,
3,
it's done.
2. Oh no, there's a fire truck. Oh no, Canadian Airways, no. Oh my god, I don't know if anybody died today. That was a bad joke. Take your deep
Hello,
breaths.
good night, good night.
It's not over yet. It
Never
isn't
too
over.
soon.
Now it's over. Just have to wait a couple seconds. No, when I go to conventions and I accidentally bump it, the rare conventions where you can just pretty much show up and dressed up as anybody, and then on the rare occasion where I bump into a man or a woman dressed up as Waldo, I immediately scream at them, pointing, says, "I found you!"
Yeah, you're one of those fucking assholes.
Yeah, they usually laugh about it, but yeah, I try to be as spontaneous about it whatsoever. Only if I bump into them. So if
They're
I see
colorblind and they thought it was a Freddy Krueger cosplay. And they just have bad acne, which
Yeah.
explains the face.
So you're a lot younger than I am.
Whoa! Revelation time.
Yeah. So you weren't there during the big hype of the Waldo mania, were you?
In the 1910s? No. I was not there when it happened. Tell me where it was.
Well, it's like I remember when the Waldo craze was big, and me and my family bought a couple of books. I hope in retrospect they weren't that expensive, at least $10 or less. But yeah, it's just so weird to think that was a big thing. It was like a weird little foreign Belgium thing. You probably know the origins of Waldo better than I do. But I know
My family used to call Walmart Waldo's World. Some of us still do.
Mm,
I used to think that Waldo was a mascot for Walmart.
really? Just because of the W?
Because of my family calling it Waldo's World.
Mm.
You know,
Oh, okay, one of those weird little family quirks.
people also call McDonald's Mickey D. The same Mickey
Right.
D's.
Yeah,
you know,
my
the
family
same.
used to do that all the time, but there was no Mickey D's,
Yeah.
even with the clown. So,
Ronald McDonald was found alive and of normal size in a Happy Meal box 5 miles away.
I'm okay, you dumb fucks.
Unlike whatever's going on with the poor king. Did you see that ad of we've grown up, we've thrown out and evicted this guy, and they literally have the Burger King mascot like with his box like out on the street of Burger King headquarters?
Did this just premiere since the last time we spoke?
It was a Super Bowl ad, I think, or something. But no, it was a Burger King ad where I found this a couple days ago, but it starts actually with the jingle that I warmed you up to, the old hold the pickles, hold the lettuce jingle.
Mhm.
And they go through this weird sentimental journey of we're getting back to our roots here at Burger King. And the primary thrust of that is them being ashamed of the king, of the mascot. And everybody in the comments is saying, he wasn't the problem. Your food is the problem. Your formula change is the problem.
Yeah, your
Whatever they make
lack
you
of
do.
active locations here in Los Angeles is also an additional problem, Burger King. And I know they're listening. The big boys up in the Big Burger.
Ref, talk like this is gonna make you want a burger.
No, no. We had soup earlier. I'm good.
You need to figure out
How to make a hamburger soup? No.
No, how to do these mobily, so we can hear you on the street. Going on a quest.
Yeah, but then we have to do it earlier because all the restaurants near me close early. But that would be a great idea to go to a Thai restaurant nearby. It's like, okay, I'm going to try some Thai vegetables while my friends are talking. Sir.
We should do a night owling late at night where you and I have like a set of coordinates that we have to walk to in our specific designated areas. Where like you walk 5 blocks and I walk 5 blocks to the nearest fast food joint, and we do it that way.
That is true. It's like I know I have an In-N-Out across the street, and that's open
Oh,
till
what's
1
her name?
o'clock. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, come on, that was a good joke.
Well, I didn't even hear it.
Say it again.
I have an In-N-Out across the street.
What's her name?
Hello, Goji Shea. Welcome to tonight's show. He says, I wonder if anyone causes play as Evil Waldo Oddlaw.
Is this some more Power Ranger bullshit I'm not tuned into?
No, there was an Evil Waldo, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, that's God. Yeah, because I know there's an Indian
They're
restaurant.
called mimes.
Yeah, there's an
Evil Waldos.
there's an Indian restaurant called Al Nori, but that closes fairly early on around 10 o'clock, if not 9.
Plus, they had to recast Al Nori with a actual Indian guy because of peer pressure.
Oh yeah, definitely. So too bad it was brought up by the actual Al Nori, so that up and coming young comedian who also makes food. That did not work out. That's the
You can
improv.
call him Al.
All right, or you can call him Bill, or you can call him Phil, or you can call him Dill. Sometimes
And you can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that.
Weapons of choice.
I'll tell you what I want.
What you really, really want.
I wanna. Brayton, stop twerking. Put your ass away.
Yeah. By the way, Brayton, as the sexiest redhead in this group, I've decided to work for the UN, so I have to retire soon.
Whatever, Wendy.
So, I'm surprised nobody ever called her that. Okay. Oh yeah, Waldo. Well, okay. First off, you have a mobile.
Where were we, Waldo? Where in the world is Carmen Waldiego?
Yeah, I'm surprised those two never had a death battle.
They couldn't find a place to meet.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, she's hiding from the law, and he's very unlawful.
Is that the plot of Carmen Sandiego?
No,
That
Carmen Sandiego. She's like a world famous thief. Sometimes she's a criminal mastermind. But
Wow.
those games are mainly made as an excuse just to kind of teach kids geography. Because I know there was like kind of a PBS game show based on that, and then of course there was the Fox 11 animated series, which took a more action route, but it was still semi-educational. And then there was a Netflix series where it was a more younger Carmen Sandiego, and she herself was sort of the main hero, but they still threw in the international location thing. So it's sort of like the Pink Panther meets James Bond a little bit, or Lupin the Third. You know, that kind of oeuvre.
I
of,
never had a clue, but I'm happy to hear that Carmen Sandiego, as it turns out, is a Italian fumetti anti-hero character. So you have Diabolic, you have Satanic, Criminal, and Carmen Sandiego.
Oh wow, I didn't know she originated in comic books.
I'm making a joke here because you call. I don't know. I'm making a joke because you called her a famous, notorious world thief.
Ah, yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, I want to believe that she rides with that group.
They just all go get burgers late at night on their cell phones, or they steal them. Okay, do you think those kind of supervillains would they steal burgers, or would they just make life easy and use their immense fortunes just to buy food?
I don't know how Diabolic eats a burger through the mask.
And plus,
I'm loving it.
he's just trying to shove burgers, but he's still laughing and has that sinister face. Oh, and everyone else is like,
Sesame seed bun, ice cream cones on the fritz because our machine doesn't work. Ba ba ba.
Frosty freeze, bum bum bum, Frosty freeze.
Is that Hamburglar coming?
I prefer to eat the Taco Bell myself. Oh, he's one of those eaters. Anyways, but yeah, I can. Oh wait, it would even be more awkward if you think about it, because Danger Diabolic would have Ava there, so it'd be like weird boyfriend girlfriend energy. They won't be eating the burger; they'll be too busy making out in the fries. And the manager's like, "Sir, lady, can you please get out of the fries? I can't believe you're still doing that butt naked in the hot grease. Come on, stop it."
All right, so we killed about 10 minutes. We good?
Oh no, we can go further.
Oh, not with this metaphor.
Okay, who is Satanic, by the way?
Satanic is she's a woman who was who's an old hag who takes a serum and becomes young and then becomes a thief or something, I think.
Okay, is it magical or chemical based?
I don't know. There's a movie about it I want to see.
Huh.
Or from around the same period as Diabolic. It's less good, but it has a Blu-ray release and seems interesting.
Yeah, and I know
she kind of has the same design as Diabolic too.
Huh. Okay, well, I'm gonna take a quick peek. So.
Oh no.
Not like that. Satanic.
Yeah, it's Satanic with a K.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Because for a moment there, the Google Internet tried to make me convert to some sort of evil thing. Oh yeah. Okay, I see what's going on here.
Yeah,
So,
should
of
probably team up
oh
with Modesty Blaze.
yeah, of course it's a Vinegar Syndrome release. Okay,
Yeah.
they'll release anything. There's also the Phantomos movies from the 1960s, which I know is based on a famous villain from the silent era, but they take it to a more extreme supervillain comic book style with Phantomos like literally wearing like a blue mask and looking like a precursor of the Blue Man group, but in like a
Oh.
yeah, but like wearing El Santo's clothing.
Well, there are
So
a lot of those guys, and you know Criminal, right? Who Criminal with a K, and he looks kind of like he's basically kind of like Italian Golden Bat, I guess. He's got a skull head or a
oh
skull
yeah,
face.
I've seen that guy around. Yeah, it's yeah across the
Oh,
street.
around
Yeah,
Los
across the
Angeles
street at the In and
at
Out.
your
Yeah,
In and Out.
yeah. It's
Is
like
that what the Diabolic calls Ava?
yeah. Exactly. It's like they're making out and suddenly the door's wide open and it's a criminal and he's like, I want the
I've
secret.
come to make it interesting.
Yes. Just pushes everybody out of the way. It's like, out of my way. Criminal is here.
Yeah.
I want a jumbo-sized pink milkshake, and don't you dare tell me otherwise. I don't want that small shit.
It brings all the boys to the yard.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. So, anyways, what other '60s supervillains and their eating habits you think would work? What do you think Frank Gorshin's
Tell me what do you think, sir?
What?
Yeah, exactly. What would Cesar Romero's Joker and Cesar Romero's Dr. Malik from Latitude Zero be doing at 10 a.m.
Eating Caesar
at 10
salad?
p.m.? Say it again.
You talked eating a Caesar salad.
Oh, okay. Oh. Should I get the pun machine ready? The rim shot machine?
That's on the fritz, like the ice cream machine
Mm,
at Mickey D's.
right. Yeah, that never works. Oh god, milkshakes at McDonald's are terrible. Is it just me or are they just mostly
Hey
liquid?
now. Have you heard about the UK exclusive remake adaptation of Saturday Night Live?
Yes, it premiered just last week.
Yes.
I have no idea if it's doing well or if it was a big failure, especially considering the state of British television these days.
Well, I don't understand what the purpose is because, you know, Britain is the land of the greatest comedy sketch troupes and, you know, they've mastered it. And this seems to be the criticism I'm seeing is that it is a painstaking recreation of SNL filmed in London instead of New York. And that the only real difference in the writing of it seems, I don't think there's a lot of crossover between people who have worked on SNL that are over there. I know Lauren Michaels is producing it, obviously. But it seems like it's just, you know, how they write our SNL, but tweaked with, you know, British references and stuff. It seems pretty poor. I don't know what the reception is, broadly speaking, over there in that land, but I saw the opening monologue and Tina Fey hosted and was in sketches, and Michael Cera was there for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a British, you know, show making its premiere hosted by an American who was the one of the main breakouts of the original show, but you also have Michael Cera there in the audience, who can't even be confused as vaguely British. I think he's Canadian.
Yeah, and no notable names in the cast, the regular cast.
I mean, I don't know. My British celebrity knowledge kind of begins and ends at Terry Thomas. That's where my cutoff date for my up to dateness is.
Right.
Oh, what's his face though? Was Graham Norton was there as a guest, but I don't think any sketches.
Okay, that I'm not surprised after what you just told me. That sounds exactly like the state of current British television, incredibly safe and unimaginative.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a problem that I'm not aware of too many contemporary shows from the United States that have received direct adaptations by
Mhm.
Britain. Usually it's the other way around, especially with comedies. But it seems I don't know how long this could go on, and I don't
Mhm.
understand the purpose of it still. But it could suffer from a similar problem like the Office had in its early days, where the first season of that show is basically just a remake of the first season of the Ricky Gervais show,
Mm-hmm.
but with American accents.
Yeah, yeah. No, no. It's like I'm coming from the opposite end where, um,
Whoa, hey,
not like that. No,
touchy down there.
yeah, no, I'm kind of familiar with the kind of lack of sophistication in modern British television, especially how ridiculously safe, unimaginative, boring, and conservative it really is. And yeah, from what little I saw from the opening segment, yeah, it feels like this is just like kind of a pale imitation of something that's already kind of lost its edge, despite a couple of good sketches and performances here and there. And not only that, but is it just me or that it's like the Tina Fey doing the introduction? Okay, the little section of the theater in SNL where they come in and do the introductions. Holy
Yes.
crap, that's way too big. It feels like they wasted more space on that section than where the audience is sitting and where the actual sketches are filmed. So it's like it
Oh,
just
for the British version of the
yeah,
show?
for the British version, yeah.
Yeah.
No, the American version is still somewhat conservative.
Well,
Um,
and yeah, and that's designed. I don't know London well enough to know what they're aping with that, but I know the American SNL sketch is specifically designed after Railway Station, whatever it's called, in
mhm,
New York.
yeah.
Uh, so yeah, I don't know, but I would like also to point out though that one British comedy satire that still is great is Spitting Image, which had a weird, remarkable comeback with the Trump presidency. And their version of Trump and Pence and stuff have kind of taken over that show for a good because I like it because it's one of the most disturbing but accurate representations of that administration. I need to tune back into it. That's the one with the disturbing, uncanny puppets.
Oh, okay, yeah. I used to know that under a different name back in the '80s. So
Well, that
Genesis.
was the American adaptation, I imagine, that you knew it under, which was the Sid and Marty Krofft version of something Follies.
Oh, DC Follies.
DC Follies, yeah.
Okay, I didn't. I thought it was just the same show, just renamed. So
No, it's basically what the American version or the British version of SNL is. The Americans taking over that same concept. I don't think the same people worked on it.
yeah, yeah. But no, no. Other than that, this British version of SNL sounds like it's a bland affair. Yeah, it doesn't sound like it doesn't sound like a shite show. Because regular Saturday Night Live, there's really nothing to really watch other than maybe one or two funny moments or sketches every week. It's like I think, but it's such a boring and overly safe show too, compared to like old school SNL. Even when Will Ferrell was working on the show.
Yeah,
So
I miss the old blackface days.
they didn't do blackface, man. They did
You
everything
want
else.
images?
Never mind, never mind. No,
Okay.
you're gonna bring up the most obscure, forgotten sketches.
No, they did like a giant thing when it turned 50 of the most terribly aged SNL. Adam Sandler did a song, like like an emotional ballad about
Right.
it.
With footage from Canteen Boy and all the other little things, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, sketches that didn't age well.
I still love the John Belushi Samurai.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not just because it's more of an absurd idea that Toshiro Mifune has teleported back from time and is working at a dry cleaner. That's the joke, not the fact that Japanese people are funny. So
They are. Come on. Well, we had the conversation privately that a Japanese version of MST3K would be very strange.
Oh
Because
yeah.
it's so ridiculous over there. But also their culture is so conservative in how they view the past
Mhm.
that them making fun of, their inherent what would be the Japanese version of Americana, Japanimania, that would be very odd because I'm sure the performers would feel weird about it because inherently over there's way, 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 way more of an oppressive respect for and a reverence for your earlier generations.
Yeah, well, not only that, but like the Japanese, what we consider to be popular in Japan isn't popular in Japan. It's like what is if there was a Japanese hypothetically if there was a Japanese Mystery Science Theater, they'd be referencing movies and television shows that we have no reference to whatsoever because they've never been distributed to Japan whatsoever.
I would also like to say that there is a
I mean-
Japanese Mystery Science Theater with Most Extreme Challenge, the difference being that it was dubbed by Americans.
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, but that was done for Spike TV, just as sort of a cheap write-off. So that's not.
I liked it.
It is funny and it is enjoyable to watch. But yeah, a lot of the original kind of it's a dumbed down version for Americans. But more to the point though, what I meant to say was that if there was a Japanese Mystery Science Theater, the references would be distinctly Japanese culture based, which is much larger than Americans assume. Like case in point, you said Britain is home to some of the greatest comedy troupes in existence, and this is not wrong, and this is very true too. But for every Monty Python, for every darn it, who are the guys who are complaining about lobsters and women dresses? Damn it, what's their name?
Congress.
No. Oh, God. Little guy? Big guy?
Brayton Connor and Raff and Shoma.
Hold on, let's I don't one damn it, I was thinking about them yesterday.
Timon and Pumbaa.
No. Hold on.
Vulcan's Skull.
Oh wait, they were in the bed sitting room. Hold on, I'll get their names in a moment. Bed sitting room.
Nick Frost and Edgar or whatever.
Yeah, oh well, God, no.
Simon Pegg.
No, but not a bad guess. Dudley Moore and Peter Cook. Yeah. So yeah, no, for every Dudley Moore, Peter Cook, Monty Python people, there is like billions of there's like 100 more sitcoms and terrible variety shows that are just would be fun, would just be completely run of the mill, boring, mainstream funny. Sort of like what many people accuse SNL to be. And it's the same thing with Japan. It's like anime is not the end all be all of Japanese culture. Yeah, mangas are popular, but only because they're kind of like easy to read, digestible stuff, but also equally expendable, which probably explains the nebulous nature and why there's so much anime coming out every month, because it's all pretty much advertisements for each and every one of these little mangas that come out. Mangas being, of course, Japanese collected comic books. But no, there'll be references to Japanese films and popular TV shows and current political events that would go completely over the heads of us. Yeah, and I doubt they'd be referencing Japanese monster movies. And also, as I mentioned, the copyright law is a lot more stricter in Japan, so I think them making fun of movies would be a very difficult thing to do, especially if it's like actual Japanese films, regardless if they're obscure or lesser known. Yeah, so and that's not even getting to the point. It's like, what is
that you're not supposed to talk during a theater experience in Japan.
So it'll be like the KTMA days.
Yeah, KTMA episode 1.
Exactly. Okay, shut up, watch the movie. Okay, I said shut up. Ow, Joel Robinson.
Joel Hudson, you've taken my arm off. You're beating me with it. Oh, father, please, don't hit.
Quiet. These puppeteers worked really hard on this movie.
Morton Joel has spoken.
Yeah. Not Laurel and Hardy Goji Shay.
Laurel and Farty.
Yeah, and he said, and
Vulcan's
he says,
Skull.
"I love Extreme Challenge, Maximum Extreme Challenge." So, and here I thought British had to the SNL was Monty Python. No, I don't know. Monty Python is something much
Monty
more
Python
unique.
is a troupe. It's
Yeah.
not a variety show. You know, it's not something with numerous cast changes.
Yeah, that would be weird. There are like auxiliary members of the Monty Python, but
Friends of Python, yeah. But the point too is that people complained about that when the old SNL troupe was gone. This was like a big deal back in the late 70s, early 80s. Was that the cast of Saturday Night, as it was known in its first few seasons, that's all anybody ever envisioned for that show. So people back then hated when new people came in. The thing being, though, and why it survived is because it was a continuing show with momentum. It had that dark spell in the 1980s where the only person to come out of it was Eddie Murphy.
yeah.
Yeah, the what's his name? The Dick Ebersol years when Lauren went away.
Oh yeah, and it's like that was the only time. The only person of note was
Eddie Murphy?
Me. That's the ticket. That
Oh, him
critic.
too.
Yeah, John Lovitz. So
Yeah.
I have to do John Lovitz impression to remember John Lovitz.
I'm Jack Hodgson. Ma.
Oh, come on. It's not one for one.
Do Jack Hodgson.
It stinks.
Do John Lovitz.
Screw you, Kevin Smith.
You be the judge, Shay.
Yeah, Shay. Choose which dad you want to go home with for the rest of your life. Come on, is it going to be fun but irresponsible Raph? Or is it going to be strict but much more reliable Brayton? Two
I have
different
candy.
sides of heaven and hell. Come on, pick it.
Yep.
But no, let's stop this joke. And I did not mean to insult you by saying you're strict and reliable.
Any other adjectives you want to throw my way? Charming and beautiful.
And I was going to say nice smelling, but that was weird. So
No, I mean, I've mentioned to you before, Raph, the only time you smelled a lot better than I was expecting when we were in the same room.
yeah, you're expecting me to come in shirtless, going like, yeah.
I expected how you act on your live streams.
Mm-hmm. Gonna eat some Popeye and shrimp.
Yep.
Thank you. It's not every day people say I have a good smell. So,
I didn't say it was. I said it was better than I was expecting.
all right. Which speaking of which, we have a big announcement on the next episode of Night Owling. It's going to be Smell-O-Vision.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's a very primitive at-home version of Smell-O-Vision. So if we tell you to get something outside and sniff it, you're going to do it. Speaking of American British comedy, what's your thoughts on?
Oh, okay. That's the thing that you segue from. Thank God.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, what you want to talk about smelling stuff in the
Speaking
backyard?
of my dominatrix tendencies,
Smell the glove. Yeah. No. What do you think of the Monty Python? No, damn it, not the Monty Python films. We can save that for another conversation. What do you think of Spinal Tap?
that's a British comedy to you?
No, not at all. I'm trying to segue.
Okay.
All right, we were talking about British comedy. We were talking about American comedy. I was just wondering what.
Now this is Spinal Tap.
Yeah, now this is Spinal Tap. This is Spinal Tap time. It's time
Spinal
to tap.
time.
Yeah. So
I like it.
Okay.
I can't say that I think it's as revolutionary, and again, maybe it was. I don't know. I'm in my 20s. I was not there, but it's as a film, it's very funny. As a cultural landmark and high benchmark and all-American comedy, I think that's a little overblown. Just because the format is, and I think I like Christopher Guest's movies that he directed more than Spinal Tap. So I like Waiting for Guffman and like Best in Show more than I like Spinal Tap, but I still enjoy the movie.
Okay, yeah. Now it's funny. The Gardena Cinema, they had like a bunch of Spinal Tap showings over the weekend, and it's funny.
And Spinal Tap operations that you could undergo if you got there in time.
Mm-hmm.
They did?
No, I don't got any. I don't know what you're referring to. I'm confused right now.
You don't know what you are? Okay. Do you think a do you understand the joke of the band being called Spinal Tap?
Yes, I know what Spinal Taps are. So
Okay.
yeah.
My joke was being that they had all these screenings and they also offered Spinal Taps in the lobby with a nurse dressed up, William Castle style there to provide them all. That nurse being you.
Yeah. I don't do well in drag.
To be seen.
So the joke just flew over my beautiful Awardian headdress. So
To be seen, to be evaluated by me.
no, I ain't doing that. So
Crimson Weirdo's robe is basically a dress.
No, he's a wizard.
You look like an Indian bride to me.
Yeah, well, the ancient Romans thought showing off your legs was considered manly.
All right.
And they killed a lot of people for gold. The Roman Empire.
Da-da-da-da.
Tonight, Emperor Nero gets into some wacky shit with his violin. And will Caligula finally take his meds? Spoiler, no!
So Gardena Cinema was hosting Spinal Tap screenings.
Come on, Brayton, throw in a Roman Empire joke.
To be like the Romans. To fuck like Caligula.
Right, poorly. That's why he was always cutting off other guys'.
Now there's a film for Smell-O-Vision.
That doesn't sound fun. And I'm not going to watch it either, unless you pay me money. And nobody's going to pay me money, so screw that. It's not going to happen.
We'll lock the doors. You'll have no choice.
I can sleep. I can dream.
But you'll never get the sounds out of your head.
So, is it really that bad of a movie?
No.
Nope.
It's really not.
Oh.
And
weird.
it was released, the real, like the ultimate cut of it was released recently. But no, there are far, far worse films touching on similar subjects.
Oh, yeah.
And I do mean touching.
Okay. Yeah, weren't there like a bunch of horrible ripoffs around the same time?
Yeah, but that's also sort of that era. Because of that movie, you have this subsect of pornography, which was all into that, ancient Greek and Roman times stuff. I don't even know what you would call that. Because I thought the name for that, because I would always hear it referenced in, talking about Japanese stag films, let's call them, was Roman porn, but that turns out to be something else, I guess.
Oh, yeah, the Japanese hardcore 1970s,
Yeah.
more like erotic thrillers with lots of nudity
Right.
and fake bingy bingy banga banga.
I saw the Twinkie guy from Godzilla vs. Megalon. I saw one of his. Because I had to.
Okay, you're talking about Rex Dart, the Exmo spy?
That's the one.
Yeah. And it's so sad. Weren't you the one who told me that he didn't want to, when he was doing interviews, he didn't want to talk about Godzilla vs. Megalon, he wanted to talk about his Roman Pinko days?
That's what douche devoid of humor Stuart Galbraith says in his commentary for it. Yeah, when he tried interviewing about Godzilla, that's all he was interested in talking about.
Can you tell me about Megalon's claws? No. I'm going to tell you about the time I made love to 3 gangster ladies, and then we had to kill each other at the end of the picture.
You can pretend I was wearing a Megalon suit, Stuart. Yay!
And then he just blows a big old cigar in his face. Yay!
Yeah.
Okay, so, now getting back to Spinal Tap, though. Okay, so the Gardena Cinema had multiple showings of Spinal Tap. I only attended the Saturday morning showings, which were pretty sparse as far as attendance goes, so I don't know how Sunday and Monday went. Yeah, it's funny. It's one of those movies. Do you think Spinal Tap, because it was like one of the first major mockumentaries from the 70s, and it's definitely a comedy movie where, unfortunately, this is probably a problem with comedy in general. And you know your comedy. You know funny things. You're a yuck funny clown man.
Caligula, one of my favorite comedies.
Yeah, absolutely. So, my Winky's too small. Get that, guys. No.
No, a Caligula and a Salo back-to-back double feature.
Okay,
wow.
screw you.
Leave them rolling in the aisles.
No pickled babies tonight. No, is it one of, like, Spinal Tap is a lot funnier to watch on the first time around, but then the jokes are kind of like the less impact the more and more you watch it?
Well, I don't know. I think I don't know. I think that might be the opposite. But again, I'm not a huge Spinal Tap is not even my. I mentioned I prefer Christopher Guest's directed comedies, his mockumentaries.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not even my favorite Rob Reiner comedy. I'm a normie and I like When Harry Met Sally. That's more my jam. But I think in a film like that where there are so many jokes in it, I think it's kind of like the Monty Python or like the Big Lebowski effect, where it may be one of those films for a lot of people that the more you see it, the funnier it becomes, because there's so much in there. But I don't know. I never connected fully with it because I wasn't there when it happened, and I saw so many other mockumentaries before I watched This Is Spinal Tap, so I had that bias kind of inherently. But I do like the film. I like the cast. Fran Drescher from that era, pre-Nanny, is always fun to see.
Mm-hmm. Oh, of course.
And fun to see, not to hear.
Yeah.
Fran Drescher could voice Jack Hodgson.
No, she can play Jack Oxen's grandma. If I ever created a Jack Oxen.
Wow,
grandma.
look who's talking.
What? She's a hot grandma. That sounds like a goat.
Look who's talking.
What's that supposed to mean? I have a completely normal voice. There's nothing wrong with you whatsoever.
As you're wearing your crimson weirdo robe, rocking in your chair, knitting.
There's more characters I've created, like Stinky Pickle Kid.
You're an evil grandmother from a fairy tale.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't throw kids into an oven without just cause.
I've talked to Mark. He knows where the bodies are buried.
He helped me bury him. The damn ingraded hunchback.
His hump changes. It was over there.
It was over there. No, it's not. It was always been here.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Actually, now thinking about that, Young Frankenstein's probably a fun.
That's another example,
Yeah.
where Young Frankenstein is a film, and I will say I like Young Frankenstein more than Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles is kind of another comedy for me, where I understand the importance and I like it a lot, but holy God, it's idolized to such a degree that I just can't throw in with.
Oh yeah, like it's sort of a bias against something that's popular, and like way too many people.
I wouldn't say that. I'm not trying to be biased or contrarian about it. It's just I wasn't there to experience.
I'm not
it in the
accusing you of
moment.
being contrarian. I want to make that clear off the bat.
Brayton contrarian.
Mm-hmm.
Contrarian.
Okay, now I get it. Yeah, okay. Sorry, the old raft gears had to move in there for a moment.
The contrarian con job.
Anyways, yeah, Blazing Saddle. Yeah, I don't know. I think Young Frankenstein is a little more artistically done. It's much more artistically well done, for lack of a better term. And I think it's a lot more endearing than Blazing Saddles. I know Blazing Saddles is popular because it has a more mean streak to it. But it just, would you say that Blazing Saddles is just kind of more juvenile compared to some of Mel Brooks' other movies?
No, I think as Mel Brooks's films go on, the later ones, that's where the juvenile, like by the time Spaceballs is kind of to a degree, while I still love the movie, is a bit of a jumping the shark period to where after that, Robin Hood, Men in Tights, and a lot of the stuff in Dracula, Dead and Loving It is so juvenile that it becomes a chore and kind of sad. But no, I don't know. I think Blazing Saddles is just more universal because Westerns are easier to jive with for a lot of people than, black and white Frankenstein movies. Comedy, it's the most personal, the most subjective of any of the genres. So what speaks to some people, what speaks to people like you and I would probably be something more in line with a Young Frankenstein. Though I love, Westerns more than horror movies. It's something that I love the movie. I can never view with the same, awe that people several generations behind me do.
Yeah, and it's a good thing you bring up the subjective point, because that was the word I was trying to find when we were talking about like the true state of British comedy. It's like, we love Monty Python, but everyone else would prefer to see some popular Medea style man and drag sitcom over Monty Python any day.
We love Monty Python. Everyone else loves Anaconda versus Python.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh my goodness. That would probably, like, look at American comedy. It's like, yeah, you have some of the great movies, but the majority of American comedy are like really poorly written sitcoms and Jay Leno style stand up. So it's not all diamonds in the rough. It's just rough.
Rough and Shoma.
Mm-hmm. That's my stage name, if you know what I mean.
Possible title for tonight.
Yeah.
And Photoshop it with you with like dressed in the Michael Jackson Bad video attire.
Okay.
You ain't bad, you ain't nothing.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I only have to reference the Weirdo Yankovic spoof.
Well,
as a
okay.
reference.
You ain't fat, you ain't nothing.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to read comments from Goji Shay here. In fact, I'm going to do a share screen so you can see them too. Hold on. Taking time.
Gotta take the time to make the time.
Yeah. Okay, I got it. Yeah, share screen. You've got to be kidding me. It's doing that.
I
Weird
can just go to your YouTube channel. Here it is. Okay, what's he saying? Let's see. Though you should have, whenever you decide you're going to read comments, Raf, you should feed them into that speaking machine, the text to speak, because that was good. That was good. Good mileage you got out of that.
Yeah, but then I got flustered, so no. So
Goji Shay says, "What hump?"
the hump we were talking about earlier. So, and then he follows it up by saying, "I agree. I'd say Young Frankenstein is my favorite Mel Brooks movie. I still need to see the producers, though." Interesting.
Yeah, I like producers more than Blazing Saddles as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's weird. It's not letting me do share screen. What the hell is going on here? Okay.
If you could do share screen, if you could find a way to show me what you're seeing, I would say share.
Right. It's unavoidable to have you sing. If you got it, flaunt it, I guess.
Zip.
Oh no, he's showing off his,
Torpedo area.
yeah, his musical
Dirk
shit.
Diggler.
Yeah. So Shay, Shay's never seen the producers. I'm guessing you've never seen the musical remake from the early 2000s either. That'd be a weird little double feature. But I've been wanting to do a double feature of like old version, new version. But there's been an inherent problem with that. So
What?
usually
I don't
one-
like watching new shit.
No, usually one version is way longer than the other, so trying to do a double feature in that regard is almost impossible to do. So,
Meh. do Frankenstein 1910 with this year's Frankenstein, and you'll be fine.
no. I'm probably just gonna watch the original, the Netflix Frankenstein, just while I'm doing some art stream later on. So maybe next month, because March is almost over and I got more important things I got to worry about. Random G Fan 1942 has joined us and he says, "I'll be here for a little bit, but not too long. I have a hot dog truck to hunt down." And Goji
No
Shay-
questions asked.
Yes, no questions asked, no questions garnered. And then Goji Shay says, "Nope, I have not seen that double feature either." Okay, that might be something on the docket. There's a slight chance we might be doing something with Win on Twitch this Wednesday, or we may end up pushing that next week, but we'll see what happens. So, because apparently Brayton wants to be tortured, and I should be tortured as well.
Well, I just don't think you should, be greedy and selfish and hog all of the Power Rangers for yourself and not let me know that there is a actual follow-up to the movie that I grew up with.
There's you could call it a follow up, but I like to call it the
Foul up?
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. I was going to say the car crash nobody wants to talk about.
All right, well.
But yeah, it would be interesting. Just with that said, I was going to ask you. This is probably more of a private question. I shouldn't be asking.
Boy.
What's your favorite color?
Violet.
Violet. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more of a blues man myself.
It's the same color. Violet is gay blue.
No. Violet is the daughter of blue and purple.
It's gay blue.
Okay,
Gay
fine.
son.
Yeah. So, anyways, I thought the blues man joke was good. Shay, go random G fan. What's your favorite colors? But no, joking aside, I was going to ask you if we were to do Power Rangers a Turbo movie. Do you want to do 2 episodes of the actual Turbo show itself, or should
No.
we just... Okay.
I don't want any of that shit. I just want to see the movie that comes after the other movie.
Okay. Okay, because
You showed me 5 minutes of it, and I was not aware that it retains mostly the same cast, aside from Zordon, which
Oh, yeah.
blows.
Yeah. So, well, the same voice actor Zordon, but not the same face or the makeup.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
Yeah. All right. Rangers.
Rangers.
Yeah. Do I have a bald spot?
How much of my body can you see right now? Oh, good. You can't see my hand? What my hand is doing? Good.
Mm-hmm. Raph, I will be sending you more kaiju videos soon. Yeah, go and do that in the comment section
Great,
on
just
my
what he needs.
image.
Just what he fucking needs. Okay.
I like kaiju. Goji
Raph,
shit.
want more crystal meth?
just put it in my veins. Put all that obscure kaiju memorabilia right through my veins. Ah. They
There's
finally
a Lou Reed
found
song
Gogola.
called Heroin, which is probably applicable here.
Yeah, they finally found Gogola. Shove that up my nose.
What is the classier reference? My Lou Reed reference or Raph's Gogola reference? You decide, historians.
Lou Reed, you dimwit.
Hey, I didn't make the Gogola reference.
Yeah, well, I don't remember Lou Reed ever attacking Tokyo.
He attacked all of our minds and our spirits and our preconceptions about what it means to walk on the wild side.
Mm-hmm. He also got
And
banned.
suddenly he was a she, and I said, "Hey, babe, take a walk on the burger side."
Yeah, he also got banned off SNL. So
Well, so did Norm.
McDonald?
Had a farm. Yes.
Yeah. No, he didn't really get banned. He just got fired and left the show for a while because of one of the story behind that, right? I assume.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like he kept making endless O.J. Simpson's jokes. I'm just saying this as context for anybody who's going to listen later. And one of the heads of NBC was close friends with O.J. long before the murder trials began. So yeah, he did not appreciate that whatsoever, and that was one of the reasons why Norm Macdonald
Had a farm.
and then moved there after he got fired from SNL. So
E-I-E-I-O, you know.
uh-huh. Hey pig, you want to hear a joke? No, you can't. You're stupid. Well, I'll tell you.
I didn't even know he was sick.
Yeah.
It's this German fella. Austrian, really.
Yeah, that'd be like that would be like the equivalent of like, oh, had Norm Macdonald lived, he would just move to a farm and just randomly tell jokes by himself to a bunch of indifferent animals that are just eating food around him.
Yeah. Remember Stephen Root's character, Fuchs' little farm life that he had in Bliss for a while? That would be Norm Macdonald.
Mm-hmm. And then did you think that was a funny joke that Flukes had 2 chances at blissful farming life, but he blew it both times?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what we all want.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. So, okay, I'm going to check something.
Zip.
It's still there!
Still there!
No, Caligula's going to grab my winky.
Zordon, hand off!
Thank you. I miss having one of these. I didn't know Zordon and Caligula were friends. There should be another. That's my my first suggestion for a title for tonight's episode. Caligula ain't getting my winky.
Now we know why Raph doesn't name his streams anymore.
We'll see what happens. So, what was the other one you were thinking of earlier?
Let's see. I've written down a few here. We're not going to do this live on stream because it kills the energy in the room.
Oh, then we'll wait till later in the night. So keep it to yourself.
Oh, blow me too. Okay, I will.
No, you said you didn't want to do that right now because it ruins the energy. So we'll save the title dropping for later.
All right. What about our pants dropping? What about the dropping it like it's hot?
Is it hot on your end or is it still frozen?
Brain droppings. It's snowing currently.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Bad or regular snow?
Flurries.
What is a flurry?
A flurry of fairies. Like snow that melts before it touches the ground.
Oh, that's terrible. It's a slushyville down there.
No, because it melts and doesn't accumulate. So it doesn't form slush. It melts as soon as it hits the ground, so we're fine.
Oh.
Slush happens when snow accumulates in giant piles, and then it gets rainy, and then it sort of goops down. That becomes slush.
Yeah, and then for some weird reason, there's always a guy who's always like putting a bunch of lemon in the snow, too. It makes no sense.
How are those snow cones, by the way? The lemon
I
flavored
don't
ones.
like lemon. I go with the ones that are crimson red.
Oh. The people who make those should probably be looked at for a urinary tract infection.
Yeah. Oh man, I eat pee either way. The joke I can never escape.
Nope.
Snow cones?
New title right there too.
I'm gonna eat pee no matter what. I can never escape.
Yep.
But no, we're not supposed to talk about titles. We'll destroy the momentum of the show. So we're gonna wait for Brayton. No, not Brayton. The other guy.
I'll go and then I'll come back.
Okay.
I'm back.
Okay, cool. You ran as fast as a horse, my friend.
I'm spry that way.
Shay asks, do you think Raph would survive wintry weather here in the Midwest, Brayton?
Nope.
Well, if I didn't have a job and I can just lay inside my giant red blanket, yeah, I think I'd be okay.
Raph, 70 is cold for you.
Oh, no, I prefer 70. 70 is perfect for me. So,
Well,
50.
come down
though.
here during come down here around January.
Right, but no, let's not yell at each other about weather things because I know you'd survive the heat. So,
Yes, because
Yeah.
because seasons change here.
Mm-hmm.
It gets just as hot in the summer in the Midwest as it does down there.
Okay, as long as you weren't going to say, oh, anybody who lives in Los Angeles deserves to die jokes, which I hear way too often, even from other.
I
Los
wasn't going to say
Angeleans.
that. I don't know how you read my mind, but I wasn't going to say that. What I
No,
will say though
I
is
just
that,
assumed it was going to be a joke like that.
what I will say though is that you people have the raised elevation down around that area in the Southwest, which we don't have here.
Yeah.
So the oxygen is, and then you can take into effect all of the horrible smog, and I don't know how you don't go out without a respirator.
I tend not to go out, but yeah, the smog does get really bad around downtown. Yeah, stay away from downtown. Like, I'm fortunate to be living kind of in the beach areas. I don't exactly live by the beach, but it's like we get the fog along with the beach, just not as bad. But yeah, California weather. Let's see how nice it lasts, though. I get the feeling that with all the horrible environmental war-based disasters going on, nobody's going to have nice weather for long. So, wow.
I still don't know how you read my mind. You were in league with Karnak or something and just drilled in there to my cerebral cortex. My
I
thoughts
think
about Los Angeles.
cannibalism will become popular in 2 years.
Yeah.
And considering all the environmentally based war-based disasters, that might actually happen. So, no, never mind. I'll save that question for later.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Okay.
Where's the third man?
He said he'd be available around 10:30 or even earlier. So yeah, I've yet to hear from him. He may be doing errands for his folks, so it may be another half an hour.
What's with all the people named Aaron there?
No, errands. ERR.
I don't know, but you and I have had private conversations about all the errands you encounter at the In and Out.
Hold on, I'm just.
Picture yourself on a boat on the river with tangerine seas and pineapple skies. Someone touches you. They answer quite slowly. I'm Waldo and I've found you. And then they slit your throat from ear to ear and drop you overboard. And then he pulls his mask off and it's Sideshow Bob.
With his red glove hand.
We should just do a stream of breathing. That'd be good.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to gather my wits here.
Okay.
I can mute myself. Are you okay talking to the audience?
We can be quiet.
Oh, okay, if you don't mind.
Would you like me to play some ambience?
If it's the elephant song, no, but sure. Let's see. Let's see
Ah,
what.
shit.
I read your mind. I got that third eye in my brain, boy. No, yeah, I feel like I'm about to lose it if I don't get some air in here. So
The wits, folks. You want some rainforest sounds for sleeping?
go on. It's the elephant song. Go ahead.
There's a Home Depot ad.
You have broken plumbing? It's the rainforest. Deal with it.
Another new stream title. We have broken plumbing. There's
You
no
have
an ad
broken
for
plumbing.
online therapy.
You have broken plumbing. No, it's the rainforest. That's it?
It's the rainforest. What do you want?
Oh, I thought it was like those like 12-hour rain noises, the same ones I used to go to sleep to.
10 hours and 36 seconds.
I thought you were going to play the whole thing.
You wanna?
Yeah. Did you lower it again? I think Brayton just took his cell phone next to his sink. I don't know, it keeps cutting in and out. Is that deliberate? Of course. He's the only one I still talk to, folks.
There's an elephant coming by. I'm sorry. Just got some traffic here in the rainforest.
Which rainforest are you in right now?
Cafe.
The elephant should not be moving. It should be barely functioning with its skull ripped and open.
Some water got into the circuitry.
Yeah, it's so sad they never kept. It's like you could easily do like a rainforest cafe, but like you don't need the animatronics. Just have the atmosphere and the ambiance of a rainforest with maybe some animal sculptures and some audio here and there.
Favorite rainforest cafe scene in a motion picture, Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Oh my God, is that in that movie?
Yes.
Is it a good movie?
No!
But it's one you want to show.
Yes.
Okay. Random G fan asks, Raph, how far stretch the term kaiju movies? Would you watch movies that happen to involve giant animals, like whales or elephants? Have you seen Heart of the Sea?
He's seen Clifford the Big Red Dog goes to college.
There is no such movie. He never went to college. He's a dropout. Unless there's like some obscure animated special I'm unaware of. So, but no, my knowledge of Clifford is greatly under. Brayton dropped his microphone. He's at the bottom of a well.
It happens.
Okay, you need help, boy? Do you need a rope?
It's the rainforest. The environment here isn't very conducive to a podcasting studio.
I know, and there's all those giant centipedes too, so which are just regular size centipedes about 3 feet long. So
they're not kaiju.
yeah, no, I don't mind giant animal movies, but to be honest, those are more animals on the loose movies. But Heart in the Sea is a slight exception because it's based on the historical event that inspired Moby Dick, and Moby Dick is a proto kaiju. So yeah, sure. You can throw in elephants if you want. I'm guessing you're going to throw in that one terrible elephant attack movie from Sampo Sands. The elephant took a crap in my mouth.
What a disaster.
Yeah. This is horrible. Oh, that was the Dumbo reference you're doing there. So we still need to see
Famous elephant.
Yeah, we still need to see the return of Captain Invincible.
Yeah. That's a proto-Incredibles movie.
Mm-hmm. Would that be a good double feature with The Incredibles, even though The Incredibles is like 3 hours long?
Yeah. Ooh, even an even better double feature with Watchmen.
No, we're not doing Watchmen. Watchmen is boring.
Maybe Hancock.
We're not doing Hancock. That's slightly interesting.
All right. I would say that the return of Captain Invincible is intensely interesting.
Well, it's got to be better than like Hancock is not a bad movie. It's not an ideal movie, but it's interesting enough to warrant some sort of watch.
Yeah, well, Captain Invincible, it starts out as kind of like a Hancock figure. He's an absolute drunken loser.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Is Hancock shorter than The Incredibles?
I don't know. It feels interminably longer.
Okay, I'm going to do some research then. Hearing random rainforest sounds, says Goji Shea, this is reminding me of the Twilight Zone episode, The Jungle. What do you yeah, what do you think of The Jungle? That's one of the lesser sung episodes.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight.
Because he hunts and works at the daytime at a local data center. I couldn't think of any kind of office job. Here we go. Son of a bitch. This is what the stream shall be.
Hancock is...
Yeah, hold on. An hour and 42 minutes. Okay. Let's see how... I don't know. Do I really want to be... I'd rather be watching something fun. Okay. Incredibles. Let's see how long that sucker is. An hour and 55 minutes, so we're screwed either way. All right, and
yeah, because God knows none of these streams have ever exceeded an hour.
No, I'm just trying to keep smaller movie streams. Oh my God, the Return of Captain Invincible's on Tubi, so if I just end up watching it without you. Oh, it's an hour and 41 minutes. Oh, wait, it's going to be a long night. Jesus.
You rang?
Yes, Jesus. What double feature should we do? Return of Captain Invisible with Incredibles or Return of Captain Invincible with Hancock?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre with Pee-wee.
Okay, now you're just being silly. Oh, Severin Films has a special edition of The Return of Captain Invincible. The audience should know, why do you like The Return of Captain Invincible? Before we start answering questions.
It's great. What is there to know?
That's all?
And the music is good. The performances are... I think the writing is witty, though it does fall into the trap of being... I haven't seen much in the way of Australian comedies. Or even really Australian films. And the Australian film market that I have most been privy to are the really, really good, but very, very bleak, like survival thrillers and that type of thing. Like, what is it, Waken Night or Fright, I think is one that I like.
Yeah, what about Walkabout or Razorback? No, you can skip Razorback, Walkabout. Walkabout
is okay.
Okay.
I also like there's a movie with the dearly departed Terrence Stamp called The Hit, which has Terrence Stamp and a young the guy Tim Roth in it that I'm quite fond of. But Return of Captain Invincible does have some odd, like, sub Benny Hill moments in it. The whole plot around it involves like a tickle giggle ray that is going to destroy the earth. But no, everyone plays it to the hilt. Christopher Lee is absolutely fabulous as Mr. Midnight, the evil Mr. Midnight. I love the production design of it, and the musical numbers, largely written by Richard O'Brien, are a hoot. A lot of the satire is a lot of fun, like the president of the United States kind of having this relationship, not in a sexual way, but with Captain Invincible and being one of his biggest fans, kind of reminds me of that odd is it Captain America that has that, where like the president sees Captain America fly over the White House as a boy?
Oh yeah, the Canon Films version of Captain America. Yes.
Yeah, that high watermark.
Yes. And apparently Severin Films, who, like I've mentioned in the past, will release anything. They have a special edition. Is this a 4K? Hold on. Oh, no, it's just a three discs.
Yes, there's two cuts of the movie.
Okay, there's the theatrical cut, and the extras include, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I'll stop if you are. The Invincible producer, an interview with producer Andrew Gatti. An Eye for Opposition, interview with cinematographer Mike Malloy. Side Saddle superhero sidekick, interview with actress Kate Fitzpatrick. The Brit playing a Frenchman in Australia, interview with actor Chris Haywood. Christopher Lee performs Name Your Poison on German TV. Shit.
Yep.
That alone, I might have to get this.
Yep.
Alternate opening title sequences, Legend in Leotards, trailer, and then the director's cut. Why is there a director's cut, Brayton?
The director's cut is different than the movie, and particularly with some of the musical numbers. There are completely different shots. And you can find this on YouTube, I believe, comparisons of these. But in our favorite sequence, the breakout, most famous scene in the movie, the "Name Your Poison" musical number, I think that they're from the same takes, but the shots are a little more
Dynamic?
just more interesting and dynamic in the director's version.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, and what does the director's cut disc come with? It comes with an audio commentary with director Philip Mora and Not Quite Hollywood director Mark Hartley. I don't know why he's here. He's probably a fan of it. Creating Captain Invincible, a conversation between Philip Moray and screenwriter Stephen E. DeSouza. The Return of Captain Invincible, a conversation between Philip Mora and the Beat the Geeks Mark Edward Hook. I'm guessing this is a movie nerds love. Bonus CD soundtrack. Okay, I thought the third disc was going to be the CD. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess that is the 3-disc. Additional special features, reversible artwork. Okay, there you go.
Captain Invincible, that's who.
I knew that was going to
The
happen.
good guys and the bad guys. The dark side and the light. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. Bullshit. I've had enough bullshit. Another song from the feature film.
Right. Maybe we should just do Captain Invincible on its own. I'm more favoring the Incredibles just to kind of just keep everything lighthearted and good. So.
Don't want to have a repeat of this stream where we go into some dark places, dark notions, dark place, dark place. You haven't watched that on stream ever?
No, we haven't. And it's only 6 episodes long. So I'm going to need your help finding copies, though, because it's most of the versions on YouTube are heavily edited, taken from the Adult Swim releases. And that also means episode 6 with the broccoli allegory is missing.
No.
Yeah, oddly enough, though, they do have some of the Dark Place extra features, where it's just the actors like rattling on as their characters in interview segments and having like a.
Yeah, I've seen those.
And then there's the Dean Lerner talk show, which are you familiar with that?
I think I may have seen a clip of it.
Yeah, the big joke is the guy who plays Garth Marenghi himself is playing all the guests in each and every episode.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a show that it's too late for it to come back.
That's going to be our live action and glue podcast.
Oh, what?
This just like me or Win playing all the other characters.
Well, yeah, there was an idea, but I know you're going to hate it, so I'm not going to bring it up on public. So that we hit ourselves.
There was an idea.
We hit ourselves.
A lovely idea.
We hit ourselves in the crotch with a brick for 2 hours.
I prefer Baltine Hammer.
Well, yes, Baltine hammers. The problem with a Baltine hammer is you have to use your own hands. So you might get bored after a while. Let's see what the audience has to say. There we go. Thank you, Bridget, for reading that. You could say Brayton dropped the mic, says random G fan. And then Goji Shay says, hearing random rainforest. Oh, yeah, you already mentioned that. And you didn't want to talk about the Twilight Zone, the episode The Jungle, hence why it's not a popular episode.
No.
So it really is honestly that bad.
What is the no, because that would be a zoo, not a jungle. Never mind. I forgot the name of the episode with Roddy McDowell where he's in a zoo.
All people are the same everywhere.
That's it.
Yeah.
People are alike all over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is a sad episode if you really think about it.
Spoiler alert, by the way.
Yeah. Well, we allude to a spoiler, but we didn't really say spoiler. So, but it is kind of a sad ending. so can't trust anybody.
That's how it feels doing these shows sometimes for people coming
Yeah.
by.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know why I keep throwing you into the intergalactic zoo at the end of every episode.
And in a monkey mask.
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. That's just Brayton again. No, it isn't Gleep Glorp from Pluto. It's a Brayton. Put on a new animal mask before Gleep Glorp shoots acid in my eyes.
You want a platypus or a ferret?
Anything quickly before he realizes. Oh no, Gleep Glorp, no!
I'm a platypus. I'm God's greatest mistake.
That's a cool platypus, man.
You think Roddy McDowell could have voiced Hal?
That's a good question. Who does voice Hal, just as reference?
Oh, I forget the guy's name. He's nobody that you would know because he's not a voice actor or an actor of any note, really.
Right, and doesn't
But,
buy bagels from my bagel shop, right?
I
Okay.
knew the guy's name. There's an A in it somewhere. But it's the same guy voices Hal in both 2001 and 2010. It's one of the, and I don't put anything past it. It's such an iconic voice and perfect for that character. My only complaint is, or my only query is, did Roddy McDowell ever get to voice a Hal type? Because he seems like the perfect, like tailor made for that job of like a soulless Hal machine. Other than the robot in the black hole, which is completely different.
Yeah, I was gonna say the robot in the black hole. It's like if that's our gauge of measurement, it's like yeah, because
But the man is he was a living droid.
Yeah.
It just seems like would be natural for him. There's an evil version of C-3PO, I guess, in the comic books, where in another universe where Anthony Daniels was good gay C-3PO, he could be evil silver C-3PO. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So getting back to the black hole,
A little covert belch there.
tried my best. Yeah. What's interesting is you do get little moments where you kind of get the cold robot reading from Roddy McDowell, even though they do kind of heighten his voice up, and he has like way too many colorful idioms and metaphors to be sharing, or words of wisdom, if you will. Platitudes, I should say.
Well, in an alternate universe, because Maximilian doesn't have a voice. I mean, Maximilian Schell does, but his robot Maximilian doesn't have a voice in that, which I think is probably for the better. Other than when he's like stabbed and thwarted at the end, he kind of goes "Ah," in his mechanical droning. But I don't know. I feel like if they had the idea there to make Maximilian talk, then Roddy would be good for that. What the performance that I'm not sold on is the Slim Pickens robot. Then again, that also kind of makes the movie for me.
Yeah, no, the Slim Pickens robot is only unique to the Slim Pickens robot. I can't imagine that anywhere else. And
No.
he's heavily altered too. Hence, his voice is a lot more wispier and light than.
That's right.
Yeah, what we're used to.
Remember, we're the best.
Yeah. Okay, and that's the sad thing too. It's like there's good performances going on between those two actors as the robots.
But they look so.
Thank you. Thank you so much, because that's the big problem. It's like the idea and the concept is there, but the big stupid googly eyes and it's like, I know the Slim Pickens robot.
I don't know, because I
Yeah.
will say the same thing about some of the, like, my favorite episode. We talked about this before in private too, I think. My favorite episode of the Outer Limits is the Architects of Fear, and
The Thecan.
oh my god, yes, his death at the end. The oh gosh, I can't believe I'm forgetting the guy's name. He's my favorite Columbo villain. That actor.
Oh yeah, he was like, detective, you're small and I'm tall and I hate you. and
That's
you ruined my
right,
golf game."
Columbo.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what's
God,
his name?
not Robert Shaw. That'd be a very different Columbo episode. Get the fuck out of my murder mystery. Ah. Derek, yeah, hold on. He was like in the first episode.
Robert Culp, damn me. Okay, so anyway, Robert Culp, when he makes the transformation, obviously, but he dies at the end of the episode as the alien in this ridiculous puff and stuff, grotesque looking costume, and he does the little like finger touch to his forehead that he did with his wife earlier. That it's some sort of funny little cute thing they have between each other.
Yeah.
When he does that as he's dying on the floor of the science lab, it really chokes me up every time I see it.
Mhm.
It's a really good emotional moment. So I don't want to say that just because the visual of something is so ridiculous, I can't be moved by it. You
Yeah.
know, that's an example where I am. I'm just there's something though about Slim Pickens and Roddy McDowell having still distinguishable, the voices that they have within the confines of these tubby little garbage bins, looking at each other with these googly eyes and trying to have a moment that I can't accept in any timeline.
Right. It comes close to succeeding, but
Does it for you,
I empathize with
Mr.
robots.
Big Wayne is Shakespeare? Yeah.
You leave Metalder alone. Even I can't even say the name of these stupid shows. But yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's like it's hard to take something seriously. It'd be like if you were like redoing Hamlet, but you did it with like stuffed teddy bears on strings.
Yeah, paper puppets. Imagine that.
No, the paper puppets are just this own stupid thing. No, I mean literally like doing a 100% serious recreation of Hamlet with top talent, but the visuals are literally just teddy bears being hung by strings like really poorly done puppets.
Well, here's my pitch for you. Remake of Alien or Aliens, but all of the alien designs are your secret from the unknown alien.
So it's just-
lady, I'm gonna drool on your face.
So it's this one little kid running around the whole set chasing after everyone.
Yes, with a face that looks like it was drawn by Matt Groening.
Yeah.
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 He kind of has a duckbill smile that Matt Groening gives his characters.
I know.
It's adorable.
I can't unsee it now. Yeah, they do all have duck bills, don't they? Oy.
Woo.
Yeah, but so okay, so we were talking about from the robots to the black hole. Oh yeah, Roddy McDowell is Hal 2000. If he kept his acting wackiness in check
Yeah.
and gave a more subtle performance, I think he could work as Hal.
Just a very dry type of thing that he does.
That could
Yeah.
work.
Yeah,
I do a
exactly.
pretty good Roddy McDowell. I've never done that impression out loud.
Yes, say I need money, so I'm stealing the Loch Ness monsters, baby.
I need money, so I'll be taking your small plesiosaur.
Okay, sure, we'll go with that.
Classed it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Give me your Nessie, baby. Roddy McDowell, what a
Mhm.
daring choice.
Yes. Okay, hold on. Darn it. I thought another one was coming.
Oh, they usually do come in twos.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes in threes.
Yeah. Sometimes they come
Double,
from the
double,
side.
toil and trouble.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think Hal probably works better with that weird voice, and I still need to see the sequel to 2001: A Space Odyssey. So
Yeah, Roy Scheider
yeah, Roy Scheider's in there.
and John Lithgow as
Let
a
me-
Russian.
Let me guess, he goes crazy in the final 4 minutes.
He actually doesn't.
Oh, so he's okay. So
It's
it doesn't
rare, yeah.
doesn't turn out to be the evil secret Russian bad guy.
No, there are no villains really.
Oh, good.
Even though it's a far more traditional, Hollywood type of space adventure or whatever.
Huh.
There's no real antagonist other than and he's not an antagonist, but Dave from the first film, who has become Star Baby, comes back. They bring that actor back, Keir Delay,
Mm-hmm.
and he is trying to get them to merge with Europa. It's a whole thing.
Now I have to see it just to make
Yeah.
sense of the words. And for a moment there, I had a Raph explains Power Rangers the Brayton moment.
It's kind
Oh, you disappeared. I can't hear you right now.
I'm back.
Hey.
I imagine for the film cineast crowd, and I do have a reverence, and I saw it recently at our last picture house. I have a reverence for 2001 and respect it and everything. But I imagine if you're in love with that movie, and especially back in the day when I think 81 when 2010 came out, I wonder if that film was kind of like I don't know what to compare it to, kind of like the J.J. Abrams Star Wars sequels almost,
Mm.
because it's like a traditionally more American blockbuster type of film, but it is like a direct sequel, and a lot of the iconography from 2001 is kind of ham-fisted in there.
Mm-hmm.
So you have Hal, you have the monolith, you have Keir Delay coming back and in all of his forms, Old Man and Star Baby. You have the music. So I wonder what the discourse around that aspect of like, did fan service as a concept exist then? I don't know.
Well, okay, there's two things I do want to bring up to that point that you've brought up. First off, yeah, 2001: A Space Odyssey is considered one of the all-time great movies, science fiction or otherwise. So it was an uphill battle if you think about it. It's like, how the hell do you make a sequel to one of the greatest movies? It's sort of like the unmade sequel to
Casablanca.
no, there was supposed to be a sequel to Casablanca.
There was that weird remake in everything but name in the 80s called I don't know, it was some other name that like Monaco or something. They named it something else.
Okay, all right, yeah, no,
I think Richard Gere in it. I don't remember that.
Yeah, no, I was thinking American Writer.
Oh, Easy Rider.
Easy Rider, thank you. Yeah. No, there were plans to do a sequel to Easy Rider, but like I've told you this, the post-apocalyptic fantasy movie where the two bikers come back as avenging angels.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Raph, you want to know the name of the sequel to Thelma and Louise?
Two dead chicks at the bottom of the gorge?
See, you stepped on my joke where you should have said what, and then I would have the funnier joke.
Let's
because I
do
would
it.
have
No. Let's do it again. Say your joke. I mean, start the setup.
God. Raph, you want to know the name of the title of the sequel for Thelma and Louise?
Yes.
Crash. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have for you.
Yeah, no rim shot machine tonight. Okay, so getting back to 2001: A Space Odyssey, yeah, the big problem is you're making a sequel to one of the all-time great movies of all time, and that rarely works. In fact, I don't even, with a rare exception of like mid-tier movies that got better sequels, I really can't think of like an all-time classic where the sequel is just as beloved or considered superior. Especially when it's like after a long distance, because 2001 was late 60s and
You have anomalies. Like, Blade Runner is not as universally perceived as the masterwork at least in the same, type of way that 2001 is.
Uh-huh.
But it's a well-beloved, classic. And it's an anomaly that Blade Runner 2049 was just as good. But I don't know. And it is 2010 is a direct sequel, written in large part by Arthur C. Clarke.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was no way around that, and it's completely, or mostly, aside from me and a few others, forgotten. Other than the fact that people mistakenly believe that "My God, It's Full of Stars" comes from the first movie, which it doesn't. It comes from the second film, opens the second film, and that's kind of the mystery of what was this what does this kind of like Citizen Kane and Rosebud, like what do these words mean? This transmission was received by us. What is he talking about?
Yeah. It also has a little bit of a Lovecraftian bent to it too. It's like, my God, it lives, and then it's like, why did he say that? What did he see before he died?
What they don't have in the second film though are the monkeys. They don't bring those back, so there's something.
Yeah, and oh god, and yeah, speaking of weird sequels, it should be mentioned that Jack Kirby did his own thing with the comic books, but that's a whole different story. Where he just basically like, okay, it's Jack Kirby time.
And that of course is the beloved Kirby Goes Bananas.
Yeah, he shoots Stan Lee and he runs away to Brazil.
So double feature idea, Raph. Kirby Goes Bananas paired with Frank Miller, What the Fuck?
Yes. Frank Miller, always what the fuck. So, but yeah, no. Okay, speaking of which, you brought up a good point I was actually going to bring up. That's a little known fact that 2001: A Space Odyssey, even though in the original film was co-made with Arthur C. Clarke, he still did a novel version of it that kind of clarified a lot of things that the movie alludes to. Yeah. And he made a bunch of other sequels to 2001, complete with returning dead characters in the distant future coming back to life under wacky scientific examples. So it's not like it was just like a Hollywood thing where it's like, oh yeah, pull a sequel out of our asses. Even though it was the 1980s and everybody was on coke and they loved their fantasy movies because mommy and daddy rarely let them watch fantasy movies between the belt hittings. Boomer generation joke. But yeah, I can see why. Well, did the movie do well when it came out,
Well,
critically and financially?
before you lead me down another path, let me just say that Joe Dante should have directed it, and what Dave found at the end of the Stargate should have been the aliens from Explorers. Ooga booga dooga! Ooga boogie doogie doo. Have you seen the Welcome to the Basement episode for the Explorers?
No.
Where they are gobsmacked and I it's one of those things where I felt embarrassed watching it and I felt a secondhand embarrassment watching them watch it.
Yeah, it's a movie that doesn't work, all things considering. When you're a little
It's one that they actually had to fast forward through it, and I did not blame them.
wow. Wow.
It's bad, Raph. It's really the Ooja Booja Green Booger aliens are bad, Raph.
Yeah. Well, yeah, even as a kid, when I was like a little more accepting of that, it was so disappointing because you had this great setup.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, first off, damn it. What's the guy who's always showing up in all of Joe Dante's movies?
Dick Miller.
Dick Miller, yeah. Dick
Just
Miller
disappears.
Dick Miller just disappears. You think he's going to do something cool, like, maybe go with the kids on the adventure, but nothing happens.
And who wouldn't want to take Dick Miller to meet aliens?
I know, Dick Miller. Yeah, it's like when the Gremlins.
If there's anybody I want with my back, it's Dick Miller when I meet aliens.
Yeah, yeah. Have you ever seen War of the Satellites? Holy shit! But more to the point, get that reference. But more to the point, yeah. In Gremlins 2, he turns out to be the surprise secret weapon against the Gremlin army.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So first off, even as a kid, I was disappointed. It's like Dick Miller, this guy seeing all these movies, isn't going to go on the adventures, and his thing just goes out of nowhere. It's like, and then two, you have all this amazing setup to what, like cartoon aliens.
Yeah. Who watch Looney Tunes?
Yeah,
Because Joe Dante watches Looney Tunes.
yeah. I think that's a better example of not trying to take a scene seriously because the designs are so ridiculous. Like I can buy the black hole robots because robots are robots. They can look like whatever, because they're designed that way. Or they're like custom cars. You have that suspension of disbelief that you couldn't get with any other kind of fantasy creature. You know what a lion looks like. I know what a lion looks like. But then you see like a cartoon stupid version of a lion that's either a guy in a felt suit or a cartoon character. And if that was attacking somebody in live action, the level of disbelief would not happen. Robots just are robots. They can look like whatever. As long as it's nothing too stupid, like, oh, it's a ball of wax. It's your robot. Is there mechanical parts inside it? Nanotech machines? No, it's just a ball of wax. Because I didn't feel like making a robot, you asshole. All right, now you're being lazy there, Mr. Filmmaker.
All right, Raph, take a breath.
Yeah, but no, I've had conversations like that before, and it's kind of the equivalent of like, oh, you're playing an alien, Mr. Brando. Other ones aren't real. I'm a bagel. That kind of like not taking the material seriously.
Oh,
whatsoever.
that would have been amazing if he were a bagel.
If he was like a giant cartoon mascot bagel with his little head peering out, yes. But other than that,
That's the first thing I thought of when I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once, and they have the giant donut scene.
Mm-hmm.
It's, oh my God, Brando lives.
Yes. But with that says, yeah, the designs of the alien. If the aliens were a little more serious looking, or at least a lot less cartoony looking, then maybe you can buy some of the silliness that goes on, or the revelation that they are just children who are really into Earth culture. But yeah, that movie needed a better third act, and obviously the story was that they pretty much ran out of money and there was a lot of studio interference.
Well, I would hate to design an alien anyway for anything because they're so...
You're damned if you do, if you're damned if you don't. Huh?
It's such a weird line that you walk because, E.T. is something that struck a magnificent gold in its design. Like, in terms of harmless aliens, E.T. and Alf and, what's another one? Boo. Like those are designs that walk a middle ground where they're recognizably not of this plane, but also friendly and cuddly, and you can make dolls out of them.
Right. By the way, one of the best backhanded compliments you just gave me tonight. Thank you so much.
But the aliens,
what's
and
another
explorers,
alien that's kind of cute and weird looking? Ah, boo. Keep going.
dragging the goodwill away. But the other aliens that have populated stuff are, everybody knows what our preconceived pop culture notion of an alien looks like. So you really have to go far out on a limb if you want to be original. But the aliens and explorers that all this buildup was leading up to, and you're expecting to be blown away with some kind of magnificence, they're just like, they look like pears or something. They're oogie boogie pear booger alien. They look like those. You remember those old commercials for like Mucinex or whatever, with those mucus little blob creatures that live inside your nose and everything?
Yeah.
They look like those.
Yeah, no, they look like, to me, the aliens and explorers, they look like what somebody who doesn't take aliens seriously would draw if you asked them to draw an alien.
Yeah.
It's like, what is it? Marvin the Martian. He's a comedy character.
We got him too, of course. Yes.
Yeah, but you can still buy him as an alien threat because there was some thought actually put into his design. He's from Mars, so of course he looks like a Roman soldier, god of war. He's a giant ant with a weird but still kind of comical just black void of a face with eyes, which was a smart idea on Chuck Jones' part when they were designing the character. But then you look at the aliens from Explorers, and Joe Dante knows how to do monsters and weird creatures and all that. It's like,
But he also loves This Island Earth, and when you want to talk about he doesn't take aliens seriously, I mean, maybe that's what they look like.
Yeah, but even the Metaluna mutant had a level of retro coolness to it that you could probably take somewhat seriously. The wisest brain so huge.
Not a lot of thought.
Yeah, so...
And they're kind of ants as well, as they say.
Oh, yeah. It's
larger, of course.
Yes, larger. So, God, hold on. I got to take a moment to breathe. That whole wasting away the goodwill thing got under my skin. No elephant music. Stop. I can hear your little hands going for
You want me to counteract that with the Raph and Shoma praise shower?
No, don't. Just hold on. We had a magical moment. It was almost ruined. Okay. But yeah, no. The exploring aliens need to look a lot better. It's like, what is it? Like I think it would, like I said, it would have worked better if they made more elaborate, more serious alien designs, but still gave them these quirky personalities. Because then there'll be a better juxtaposition as opposed to just joke on a joke. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So, but no, it's what are other examples of? Oh God, Contact with Jodie Foster. Can't believe I remember her name.
Oh,
You've seen that one, right?
yes, that's the one with Hell and 2010, the year we made Contact.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. No, it was a 1990 movie.
I know, and
yeah.
they find it that she doesn't believe in God, and she's almost disqualified. She is disqualified from the thing, and then the guy blows up because it's sabotaged by the character actor who snuck in, and Matthew McConaughey is. That's what I hate about that movie. I love Contact. I think it's a top of the list of Robert Zemeckis's non-Back to the Future, non-cartoony movies.
Right.
But I despise Matthew McConaughey's character in that. Because he is like the majority vote, and he doesn't want her to go into space for selfish reasons. I want you to stay right here. It's a one-way trip. You ain't gonna come back to me. And then look at the shit that he pulls in Interstellar. Hypocrite, hippopotamus.
You went to the magic library, creating distant future, man.
Yeah.
Library made of strings. But no, okay. First off, we've had this conversation on Matthew McConaughey. He's getting a lot better as a thespian and a more reasonable, not reasonable. What's the terminology?
Unreasonable.
No, not unreasonable. Unless he beat up somebody at an airport recently.
Irrational.
Not What are you getting at? What did he do that I don't know about?
I'm asking you. I'm plucking at the strings here, trying to figure out what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a more. Not acceptable. It's a similar word. Tolerable. I think, he's become a much more tolerable presence, and his acting abilities are aging well. So, he's aging well like a fine wine. But, back then, do you think the only reason he ended up in Contact was because he was sort of like a hot thing of the moment, and it's like they just put him in for marquee value?
I don't know. I mean, he was the hot thing, and not saying that he's not a sight for sore eyes. And I like there's the movie the Joel Schumacher courtroom film that he's in, the with Kevin Spacey and Sam Jackson, the one where yes, they deserve to die and I hope to burn in hell. No Time to Die or something. That sounds like a James Bond movie. Whatever it's called. Time to Kill, something like that.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the title. I can probably look it up while you're talking.
I think he's okay in there. There are roles I like him in. I just find him kind of it's like what my mom has for Jack Nicholson. It's like a visceral, unappealing nature of him I can't fully get behind. Though I will say because you pair him up with another actor who kind of strikes a similar chord with me, but somehow they make magic together. And even though the show shit the bed after the first season, I do like him and Woody Harrelson in True Detective. They play off each other very nice. They're a fun comic duo of sorts.
Yeah. But okay, good. But no, now that's been confirmed that you've seen Contact.
Yeah.
There's sort of an opposite issue in that movie, and I know it's a lot easier when you know the context of what's going on. It makes sense.
The context of Contact.
Yeah. Very well then. But no, the funny thing is you have the opposite problem where the audience is excited to actually see the aliens. I remember when that movie came out and I was a little more savvy to like all the science fiction films that were coming out that weren't kaiju related. That was sort of like the big complaint a lot of people had with the film, both those who actually liked it and those who were disappointed with it, was that you're waiting 2 hours. And yeah, the big joke is that Jodie Foster doesn't believe in God until she's thrown into God's eye, aka the universe.
Yeah. But the payoff of her whole arc is that it's her dad.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, though. Do you feel a lot of people thought that was a cop-out, that the aliens take on a human form to comfort her? In context, in the story's context, it makes absolute sense. It's like, yeah, you're meeting aliens for the first time. If the alien can take on a human form, please take on a human form.
It's the Galaxy Quest context.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
we forgot we didn't have our transmitters on. Sorry. But yeah, a lot of people thought that was just an incredible cop out, and the movie's filled with all sorts of spectacular sequences. The terrorist explosion, the second platform that's created where she travels and all that. It's like the big protesters or supporters.
James Woods playing Dick so well.
Yeah, exactly. Something he would never do in real life. Winky wink. But yeah, so the movie is not a cheap movie. There's a lot of really good sequences going on, a lot of good art direction. Like you said, it is. I do agree with you. It is one of Robert Zemeckis' better movies before he went gaga of stupid computer land. But with that says, do you think it is a bit of a cop out with not seeing the aliens, or do you think that they should have just made that scene a little more? They should have made the context of the scene more clear. It's like, oh yeah, my true form is a little too much right now.
No, I understood that completely, and I'm not a person who goes to a movie about that and gets pissed off that I don't see aliens.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the flip side of your argument, the counter argument would be explorers. We see all of the aliens when they're there. No, I thought how it was handled in Contact was actually kind of nuanced and made a point again with the character and her whole reason for wanting this mission so bad.
Right. A Time to Kill, by the way, is the movie you're thinking from
Thank
96.
you. I couldn't remember if it was No Time to Die is the last James Bond movie with Craig. Hey, Craig. I'm a Bond girl. Anyway, yeah. Time to Kill is, which also sounds like a Bond film, which is why I always get tripped up on it. But I like that movie as well.
Okay. What is that movie about, quickly?
It's I think it is a true story, but it's one of those race conflicts down in the South type of movies where Sam Jackson's daughter is brutalized by these racists. They kind of get off. He shows up at the courthouse and blows him away, and Matthew McConaughey takes his case, and Kevin Spacey, of course, takes the case of the dead racist guys.
Okay.
Yeah. The sweatiest film of all time. Everyone is perspiring throughout.
It's a 1990s film that takes place in Georgia. Of course, everyone's going to be like
glistening.
Yeah, glistening, or like If you did a spoof of that, you could easily have the joke where it's like that joke where they have like a little hose on their head and the water just keeps coming down their face every second. So
Yeah. I don't know. I that's one of those they kind of fit into two different sub genre type of things because it's a courtroom drama film obviously, but it's also that tract which gets very uncomfortable for me to watch at a certain point of white knight lawyer movies.
mm-hmm.
Which that's sort of a, an ignorant title to label them, but you have, ever since To Kill a Mockingbird, you have worse versions of that, but yeah, I don't know. I like that movie. What's another one where it's also very sweaty and kind of is on the same line, like Mississippi Burning, which is that Gene Hackman's kind of a badass in that.
Right.
Um,
So is that kind of a similar subject matter? A lawyer has to deal with.
well, no,
rapists?
they're from the CIA and they're investigating a death down there. He and Willem Dafoe, I think, are the people for the job.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I didn't know Gene Hackman and William Dafoe were in the movie together.
I think it's Willem Dafoe.
Okay. Yeah. Lex Luthor and Green Goblin together again.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So speaking
And
of
the
which,
guy and the character actor who plays Lester or what's his name? Something what it's Lester Ryan, whatever the guy's name from Groundhog Day who keeps wanting to sell Bill Murray stuff on the street corner and say, "Hi, old buddy."
oh yeah,
that guy,
the tall guy with the glasses.
Yeah, he's like the Grand Wizard of the Clan.
Oh my god! I love it when me and my brothers were little kids. We didn't fully comprehend the idea of actors.
Ned Ryerson, that's the character's
Ned,
name. Anyway.
yeah. We didn't fully understand the concept of acting. So when we
Oh.
saw
some say you still don't. Critics of
funny.
Lilliput.
But anyways,
What is it good for? Good God.
we should just remake that song with nerdy noises. What is it good for? Nothing. Oh yeah. No, I was gonna say, yeah, when we were little kids, we didn't understand the concept of acting. So when we saw an actor that we loved, that we always assumed being a good guy, but they would show up as a villain, we'd get upset and confused. And the opposite thing when we see an actor who usually plays a bad guy coming as a good guy, it's like, what the hell?
Yeah. It's a triple betrayal.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's funny to know that Ned turned out to be the Grand Wizard.
Yeah, I think he's either the Grand Wizard or he's like the lawyer for the clan or something. If I remember, it's been a while, but
Yeah. Okay, and speaking of movies,
Michael Rooker's in that film too, so you have another comic book character there with Star Lord's dad.
oh yeah, Yandu. I think Yandu is it's a Y. Okay, but yeah, Goji Shea has a question for you, since this is a movie I have not seen. I haven't seen the original movie it's based on, Wages of Fear. But he asked, would William Friedkin's Sorcerer count as a survival thriller?
I think that's more of like yes, because the environment and the jungle is all the antagonist throughout the film. But I kind of view that and Wages of Fear more of like a men on a mission type thriller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a very slow moving thriller.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought you'd seen Sorcerer.
I saw Sorcerer a long time ago when I was like a little kid, so I don't really fully. It's one of those movies I need to see again.
Sorcerer is great. It suffers from one of those things for me though, where like this happens with a few movies where there's a good like 10-minute stretch once the movie starts where I'm really not into it.
Mhm.
But because Wages of Fear, it starts like at the camp that all the guys are at. With Friedkin's Sorcerer, there's a sort of like an odd, I don't know what you would call it, like a prologue getting the band together type of things where all these guys came from, which makes sense with Roy Scheider's character because without spoiling it, the end of the movie kind of ties back to his past before getting involved with this mission.
Right.
Which Shay knows what I mean. It's beautifully staged, kind of a great Sopranos style open ending. But yeah, I think men on a mission type of story for that.
Okay, yeah. It traditionally that would fit in the adventure category, even though it's not adventurous or all lighthearted whatsoever.
Yeah, it's an adventure, I would say.
okay.
Yeah, that more so, I would think, than Wages of Fear, because you have a lot more. Wages of Fear is all about the suspense of things going wrong, and so is Sorcerer. But you have a lot more stunner sequences in Sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
The most famous being when they have to cross this
That
bridge during
bridge.
an inland tsunami. Yeah.
I remember that scared me. That scared the hell out of me as a little kid.
we gotta cross the bridge, and you're gonna help me. Yeah.
Holy shit! That let's hope they really use some strong twine on that thing.
Going off my earlier point though, because I think this brings up something interesting. Because I have this with a few movies. What are some films where? Okay, let me phrase it this way: how long into a movie are you still willing to give it a chance? Because like with Sorcerer, like I mentioned, there's like a 10-minute stretch at where they're collecting everybody that I'm kind of like confused at what's going on, and I'm really not into it. But then when I get into it, it grips me. So how long for you before you zone out or turn off a film and before it hooks you?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. Usually most movies do the smart thing by trying to set up the whole story within the first 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But sometimes it can go on for 40 minutes, and it's a little forgivable when all that setup pays off for like a really good second and third act. But for me, when a movie is just incredibly boring and it's just nothing but setup for a full hour, that tests my patience. And there's been times where I either stopped movies cold, or I even reluctantly had to follow through with movies. I had a similar situation with Lady Snowblood 2.
Yeah.
Because the first movie is like a bunch of these really cool vignettes of her on her quest for revenge, and a lot of fight scenes, and it always keeps you engaged throughout the full 2 hours. But the second movie, which clearly was just the studio making up stuff, and done on a much lower budget, and it really
2010, the year we make up stuff. It's another title possibility.
Yeah, 2010, the year we make up stuff. I actually kind of like that a lot more. No, but yeah, that was a movie where you think the story is done with its setup, because the first Lady Snowblood, there's sort of a bias there because the first movie is so good, and you think the second movie is finally, after it does all that setup with the characters basically preparing a adventure conspiracy, the minute they write out, they're suddenly stopped by the bad guys, and the movie just returns back to point A where everyone's stuck in the same locations again. And that's when I kind of gave up on it. And I had and sometimes movies can be very deceptive too. Like slow burn movies, I know they have their place, and I don't want to sound like one of those ADD written film goers, regardless of generation, who gets annoyed about slow burn movies, period. It's and sadly we live in a day and age where almost every movie is maybe too hyperactive for its own good. Or there's always some kind of juggling of the keys that keep the audience interested. Hence, so many action movies have such terrible not one-liners, but all the quibs. I think was probably a good example of that. But yeah, there's sometimes where the movie is like just wasting time, but you don't notice until it's too late. I had a big issue with that with Wonder Woman 84. Where it's like we get to a point, like I was actually kind of enjoying the movie a little bit for being this kind of funny romantic comedy in the 80s, but then it's like when they get to the scene with the fireworks and the jet engine, which is both implausible but also admittedly romantic, you start to look.
You say, "Damn it! I should just be watching Tootsie."
Yeah, I need to see Tootsie too. That's another one. Yeah, unless it turns out it's like it did not age well or something. So.
No, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's Tootsie and Mrs. Doubtfire double feature. We'll see which has aged worse.
That's actually not a bad idea, though they're probably both like 3 hours long.
Dude looks like a lady. Dude.
Films look like a lady.
Luck be a lady.
Yeah, luck be a lady. But yeah, no, there's movies where you realize it's like I'm having a good time, but how much? Oh no, I've wasted so much time with this movie.
Well, I will say a recent film that
Yeah.
I saw for the first time was I was like, this is like a year and a half ago or something. But I watched John Frankenheimer's Black Sunday, not to be confused with the Mario Bava movie Black Sunday.
That's a
But
good. That's a good one about the two wackos trying to make a terrorist
yes,
attack
Bruce
at. Yeah.
Dern and his girlfriend attacking the Super Bowl, filmed partially on location at Super Bowl 70 something.
Mm-hmm.
There are long shots where Robert Shaw is running across the field, and I imagine people who didn't know a film was being made was like, "What? Why is Robert Shaw running across the field?"
He
But
finally
anyway,
lost it. The poor son of a gun.
yeah. But that movie though, it's long. It's like 2.5 hours or something.
Mm-hmm.
2 hours and 20 minutes. And for the first like everything but the third act, it's kind of a slow it's a full-fledged espionage movie, which I'm into that form of film, so I'm willing to go with it whatever, and it's very well done.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, it's slow-paced spy work and everything, and trying to find these conspirators before something bad happens.
Mm-hmm.
And a Japanese guy's head blows up when he's on the phone, so that's awesome.
Oh,
But
I forgot that part. So.
but the last 40 minutes of this movie, and this point has been made elsewhere, is absolutely stunning. It is one of the most exciting third acts of any film that you'll ever see, to the point where I'm not sure, like, if I return to that film, will I just watch the last 40 minutes because I know, but I enjoyed everything before then.
Yeah.
But then again, if you're on a limited time, whatever. But it's a movie that I wouldn't know, because I think it's great, but I wouldn't know to recommend it to everybody and not just the last 40 minutes, because I don't know if the last 40 minutes will mean as much. It'll still be great, but it won't mean as much without your investment in these characters.
Yeah.
So it's sort of a strange thing there. But the last 40 minutes, in a great John Williams score and amazing blimp balloon stunts, it's fabulous.
That's a movie I definitely want to rewatch. I probably rewatch it on my own. But
You've seen it before though.
Yeah, I definitely saw it. I remember seeing it when I was like 11 years old, and I was captivated. I think that was the first time it's like, oh, movies don't need a big dinosaur in it. Cool.
No, like today, I think the last 40 minutes of that movie would play just as well if it were filmed exactly the same way, because it is incredible helicopter, again, Zeppelin action. Some of it filmed in camera, but obviously special effects for a lot of the rest of it, but it still holds up fantastic.
Yeah. Now, with that said, though, it is, from what I remember, it is a bit of a heist movie because you're setting up all the pieces. There is sort of a cat and mouse game going between the heroes and the bad guys, or our antagonists, if you will.
Yeah.
So yeah, when it does get to that final, and like a lot of the great heist movies, when it does get to the final third with the big heist itself, it doesn't feel like time was wasted to get to the good parts. It feels like you're still invested until you get to the finale.
Well, you also have all these vignettes. I would say I wouldn't call it a heist film. I would say it's kind of plotted like a heist film.
Mm-hmm.
But you have all of these vignettes of Bruce Dern and his girlfriend proving time after time to be very unstable, and things sort of accidentally working out well with them. Like they rent like a little shack that they go to at one point, and there's a guy there, and they're kind of cornered, but it all still works out where they're able to knock this guy off and test this equipment they were using. But all throughout the movie, Bruce Dern, especially, as one would expect, is kind of high strung, and you believe at several points, well, he's not going to pull this off, is he? Then when things start to go wrong one after another in the final climax, and it's filmed excellently to keep you on your toes, whether or not someone's going to find him out. And eventually when when everything falls apart and he just has to hijack the Zeppelin and get away with it, from then on out, it is exhilarating. Did you have a question though?
No, that was
okay.
Because we were talking about Sorcerer, and you brought up the point about movies that are slow burns, or when do you bow out of a movie? When do you say, okay, this isn't going to get me?
Yeah. Do you watch it all the way through to feel that way?
I am unfortunately I am one of those people who do need to watch the movie all the way through, just because I want to see how it ends, and I'm also one of those people who don't like to start a movie late. So if I don't see it from the beginning, I just zone out and don't even finish it. So that's why I hate it when it's sort of a pet peeve of mine. It's like, oh, don't worry, the movie just started an hour ago. But with that said, for me, if I'm not invested in the first hour, that's the make it or break it for me, because I can handle the 30-minute setup, the 40-minute setup. There's plenty. I've seen a lot of monster movies where nothing happens, but if I like the characters and the performances enough, I'll stick with them. The Giant Claw, not a great movie, but I like Mr. Marlowe. I like Corday.
Now you and your best boys. Huh?
Oh, get off it, Steve. Come on, you. I like all the old character actors that got to play everybody else as the military people. So
Yeah.
yeah, but no, it's like I'm still invested in the movie pretty much. But no, the hour mark. If I'm not full at all invested at all, and it's the hour mark of the movie, that's when I usually tune out, because at that point, I hate to say it, I am one of those people who, if I'm bored, I leave.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I've never walked out of a movie that I've spent money on, but like if I'm watching it at home, I'm not, embarrassed to just turn it off if I don't like it. There's a movie that a while ago, I had never seen the episode, but I wanted to watch the movie before I watched the episode because
Right.
it was a movie of some import. But the MST3K first episode of season 4, Space Travelers, which is actually just a re-edit of the movie Marooned, which is to date the only Oscar-winning film ever featured in an MST3K episode, stars Gregory Peck and Gene Hackman, and directed by John Sturgis, who is a director I love, obviously, and you love Bad Day at Black Rock. But yeah, that's the one where it is so dull throughout the entire thing, and I understand that was the point because they were trying to make it realistic.
Yeah.
But holy God, Anyway, but
Yeah.
it's not even a great. It doesn't even make for a great episode. So it was kind of a bust all around.
A quick aside to that, how is Apollo 13? Because that's a movie that seemed to came and went as far as my experience went. Like, everyone praised it, but then it was a movie that didn't really have much in the way of staying power, despite being considered one of the all-time great dad movies.
Oh well, and for capturing the pop culture of the moment. It's where we get Houston, we have a problem and everything. It's a movie of also great importance, but yeah, I haven't watched that film in over 10 years with my mother as well, so I couldn't really give you a full rounded opinion on it. Gotten more than 10 years. Well, I was a kid when I watched that movie, so it's been a long time. But I can't remember a thing about it. I love The Right Stuff, and I will say that holds up still.
Okay.
That's with them breaking with what's his face breaking the sound barrier.
Yes.
Oh God, now I'm fucking forgetting his name. But anyway, that's a great movie.
Yeah, although I know some people have issues with the movie because they think it's too much boys having fun rowdiness as opposed to actual historical merit. So,
But that can be good. It's a movie.
just deal with it, enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but no, to make a quick, an hour mark is when the movie makes or break it for me. And
There are a lot, on our point though, there are a lot of space movies, specifically movies about space travel, do tend to be some repeat offenders in that category of this better be worth it, this better be worth it, and then you kind of have to stick with it.
That is true. So it's wait, yeah, 2001 I think is it's one of those movies where if you watch as a little kid, for the most part I think you're going to find it boring, period. But it you definitely come to appreciate a lot more the older you get, and if you're more patient about that.
Yeah, well, I think for anybody there, you have to even as pretentious as that sounds, you do have to respect it as an art piece. Like there's so much mesmerizing about the film, like scene to scene. There is like a level of adulation that anyone would have to give it, I would think.
Yeah, and and I will say this: the juxtaposition between classical music and like bizarre sci-fi imagery, ancient ape men included. It's almost like a concert movie too.
It's like going to a great planetarium presentation.
yeah, or like Fantasia in live action too. If everything was space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. There are a lot of space movies though that try to aim for a general audience appealing type of thing. Just run so many tropes into the ground that I don't really like. I didn't care for Zemeckis's other space movie, the Martian, or was it Ridley Scott? No, it was Ridley Scott who did The Martian.
Scott, yeah, The Martian.
I didn't like The Martian because that was just Castaway on Mars. And I love Castaway, but I didn't like that. I liked Gravity, which kind of was a lot more general audience appeal than something like Interstellar, which I also kind of I found ponderous.
Yeah, I thought Gravity was actually pretty good. I thought it was a really good movie, especially with this. I love that that they kind like I I'm 50-50 about the whole thing. Should space be portrayed realistically where it's silent? But in this case, it works out beautifully, especially with when the music gets more extreme and sinister. When you see all the debris flying in the background, it's like, oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
And to be fair though, I don't mind some of the more fantastical flourishes, like the illusionary ghost of George Clooney coming back and giving Sandra Bullock
Right.
some heads up.
Well, I have to say too, I think that with that, all that about space, I think it's so abstract that it's sort of like the all dinosaurs should have feather sort of debate. Dinosaurs should look however you want them to look in
Yeah.
your fiction, and same thing with space. It's your world, you live in it. You can make it however you want. See,
Yeah.
make it in your own image. It's your movie.
Yeah, the rules of rules of theatric or the rules of cool. It's like, go ahead.
I want every portrayal of space to be like the Lou Ferrigno Hercules movie. Every single one.
Christmas lights and bears flying through the sky to become. He did that bear a favor.
Yeah. He did that. He did that without the use of any special effects or wire work. He just did that.
Oh yeah, exactly. So yeah, the poor cameraman though had to take a really long walk. In fact, that's the cameraman right now. He's coming back to Earth.
It was actually just Sputnik.
Yeah, Sputnik too. But yeah, no. With space movies, definitely play around with that. Whatever's more theatrically interesting. It's like, yeah, I know you don't like Star Crash, but I do love the idea that their version of space, while completely inaccurate, is like this beautiful collage of like color lights, and it does generally look good in certain scenes. So realistic? No, absolutely not. But artistically wise, yeah, French kiss. Damn it, Italian kiss.
Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss. Darn it.
Chef's chocolate ball kiss.
Exactly. So
Salty balls.
yeah. I'm gonna read
Or sweaty balls. What is it?
No. It was like salty balls.
Salty
Chef's
balls. That's
salty
sweaty
yeah.
balls is the Alec Baldwin SNL thing. That's
Yeah.
it.
So by the way, we were supposed to have a third guest, but I think at this point it's not gonna happen. So unless he
Got
shows
ran
up,
over by a reindeer.
yeah. Unless he shows up really late, but we'll see what happens. He probably just got distracted.
We're like almost 3 hours in, aren't we?
Yeah. We can probably wrap it up in a bit. So if you feel like wrapping it up.
Or going in dry. At the In-N-Out.
Right. Come with me, Brayton.
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's not what I was thinking, but sure.
Feel my power. Sweet and sour. Clam chowder.
This is the end. From now on, Brayton's gonna wrap the ending to every Night Owling. So
Get your baby oil ready.
yeah, it's spookies. It's so I think they're saying
Spooky and spoofy.
yeah. I don't think it's spoofy. I think they're saying it's poopy.
I thought spoopy because that kind of became the weird Tumblr term for spooky things. Like, we're trying to make the word spooky cute. It's spoopy. It's
Okay.
spoopy.
Okay. I thought it was just a play on the word stupid. So
I don't know, but whatever it is, Joe Bob Briggs should be embarrassed.
I think it's a funny song. I re-listened to it last night while I was like getting some jazz funk for Gardena Cinema. And
What is that, spookies?
no, his additions are great. It's like when they're listing off all the different monsters from the movie in the rap, and they mention Yuki. It's like, I'm not a spooky.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very self-aware and well done for what it is. So, but at the same time, yeah, it's like a lot of rap originated with a white guy. It does get a little cringy. So,
It's certainly not anywhere near the level of a Mother Crabber, so I'll give it a pass.
yeah. Oh god, and it is better than the overrated Go Ninja Go.
Oh, we got to do that as a double feature still.
Yeah. Oh, the first two Ninja Turtle movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Anything for David Warner.
Splinter!
Hello, kids.
he's on
I
the
have
roof.
that.
Mom, there's a turtle on our roof. He's yelling about a rat.
You are my children. Steal more shit for me.
Michelangelo, don't roast marshmallows on my ghost balls here. I'm appearing to you in a whimsical moment.
Pizza guy got
that was Elmo. Kevin Clash, who did Splinter.
Wow, I did. Oh wow, I did not know that. Did he do the voice too, or just the puppetry?
Both. That's him doing the voice and the puppet. Well, there's like it's like a Yoda situation with like 6 people on the puppet at a time. Randy, but
Oh,
also that he did the voice.
yeah.
too.
He's
There's
he's not
footage
an
of it.
unappealing rat, but come on, puppeteers, why are you so horny?
We know who did the Splinter voice, and we've seen him on camera. We know what he looks like and what allegations have been labeled against him, but we don't know what the guy. And I kind of like this fact. We don't know what the guy who voices Shredder in those movies looks like to this day. It was just some random guy,
Yeah.
and he has the greatest voice ever.
Oh,
I
yeah.
challenge, but we don't. There's no image for him on IMDb or anything.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of questions about the Ninja Trolls I'd like to bring up. We'll do that when we do. There's a double feature I definitely will have patience for. So just because I haven't seen both movies in a long time, I know they're okay in their own rights. The first one more so than the second one.
Significantly better, but
Yeah. And plus David Warner. You can never go wrong with David Warner. So
I used to think that's what computers looked like.
David
His
Warner.
little lab the little lab that he's in, and how anybody can just press numbers on a keyboard and all these green matrix letters will flash across it.
Yeah, also when you're done eating your food, you just put it in the trash compactor next to the computer.
Yeah. Also, when I show up to a stream that you do and there's multiple people talking about kaiju, I respond with babies. They are babies.
Da. Yeah, while Gamera and like King Caesar are hugging you, it's like, I want to draw that now.
Hey, those monsters are tearing up the lighting pole. or whatever
Let
it
them get their own cap.
is. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna read some comments here since I think we bored most of the audience.
Happens.
Okay. Random G fan brings up Roddy McDowell once narrated the audiobook for Batman 98.
I own that.
Okay.
I own that cassette tape.
Cool, because he does follow up by saying it's like hearing the Mad Hatter narrate the movie. But how is his narration to you, Brayton?
Good. It's good. It's what it is good for the prose of it, of the novelization. Him doing all the voices is a little strange. Him trying to do Batman and then Vicky Vale and stuff, and Eckhart. It's strange.
Okay. Oh my God, I can imagine his Eckhart. It's
And
like
his Joker's pretty good because of how different it is than Nicholson's, obviously.
yeah.
And his Alfred obviously is fine.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, he would have been a good Alfred if he lived a little longer and they allowed him. So
Well, he didn't have a say in that.
yeah, true. He was too busy playing Mad Hatters.
And with Shockma.
Shockma! Scary audiences everywhere. See a baboon get surgery and go crazy. Can't believe we showed Wind that and she was okay with it. Like, Wind, you want to see monkey brains?
We remake Shockma, either option A or option B here, with the alien puppet from The Mysteries of the Unknown, or that costume, the little kid in that costume, or with your Boo puppet.
Totem, yeah, my boop totem, yeah, which is almost done. Look forward to that mess.
Are you selling it?
No, I'm gonna do short films with it. So,
Well, they have to be short. Look
because
at the star of it.
Yeah, she's like what, 8 inches tall or something. How tall is she? She's bigger than.
Yeah, everybody exaggerates about the size.
Can't go one night without you thinking about. Yeah,
Jinkies.
indeed.
My glasses. I can't find. Why did she ever wear contacts?
Because it was the 70s.
When were they invented?
Oh, like late 90s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there were probably contacts in the 80s, but they were probably very very hard to deal with and much more expensive than the 90s versions. When contacts
I've
are
never
really
worn
starting.
them.
Yeah,
I've never worn them. I just, when I don't wear glasses, I fuck up my eyes. I live with that. But no, I've
Yeah.
never worn them.
yeah, my eyes are beyond fucked. So, but I'm not gonna put stuff on my eyes whatsoever. If I become rich and famous, I'm definitely gonna put lasers in them. Not to heal them. I'm just gonna like put the lasers in my eyes, boy.
2010, the year we wear contacts.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Goji Shea says 2010 is very good and overlooked. Okay, and then Random G Fan, he mentions there was originally... Oh, darn it. Fucking... Sorry about that, damn YouTube. There originally was going to be a third Space Odyssey film based on the third book of the franchise, 2061. Odyssey 3 would have starred Tom Hanks. Oh, I didn't realize it went that close into production. Okay. That was the one that takes place so far in the future. They literally resurrect his astronaut buddy who gets thrown into space and he can't save him. So, spoiler.
Yep.
And
Gary Lockwood from The Magic Sword.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you forget he's in that. So, also, God, it's amazing actors back then could actually show range if they were given good material. So, but then
Or Basil Rathbone.
yeah. I need money to pay for a barbecue. I control an army of coneheads. Boom. Basil Rathbone.
I'm in this new film called Shakma. I got Basil Rathbone in Shakma.
Oh, nice, cool.
Basil Rathbone in a 1950s era Shakma. Would have been fun.
Bad monkey, no.
Yeah. Hey, were you ever so dopey that you thought that Roddy McDowell and Malcolm McDowell were related? Did you ever think that?
Of course. Like
Yeah.
back then, I didn't realize surnames could be completely unrelated people. Although knowing our luck, they're probably distantly related in some weird way. So.
Like Raphael and Shoma and Raphael the Turtle, as we discussed on a previous installment.
F you.
No, I'm saying you're not related.
Oh yeah, no, we're not related whatsoever. Thank you. I thought
You are
gonna...
related, however, to the what are they? The toad people.
Toad
The
people?
frogs. The rip-offs of the turtles, the frogs.
Oh, oh god, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember their names right now, nor am I going to waste time looking for them.
Okay, what about the street sharks?
The street sharks are kind of lame. I know Gabe loved them, so I
Wow.
can't be too bad. So,
Wow.
yeah, sorry about that. I know people love sharks and they love streets, but I could never handle the combination of both. So,
Our shark in the middle of the street.
it's flipping around for oxygen. No, it doesn't breathe oxygen. Never mind. I'm not going to improv songs right now. Goji Shea adds the Sci-Fi Channel was going to do a mini-series based on the final book. Oh, there was a fourth book, 301. Okay, that's probably one I was thinking of, but plans for that didn't end up working. Considering how Sci-Fi Channel dropped the ball on Childhood Zen, yeah, I would have been more than okay if they never touched another Arthur C. Clarke.
Why are we never getting a movie for Rendezvous with Rama?
Don't know. That has aliens in it.
No.
Because, you know.
Ooja booja. Ooh, no, Marx Brothers for you. Ooja booja.
I live here too. Hi.
Yep.
Boo's cousin. Moo. Okay. Hercules' fight with the bear reminds me of the Namian lion. Oh, yeah. Says a random G fan. One old space film I haven't seen yet is Terror from Beyond Space, says Goji Shea.
It.
The Terror from Beyond Space. Yes. That's a decent one, I'd say. It's not great, but it's definitely worth a watch. So
I'd say it's above the Call of Duty for 99% of the other ones.
50s
of
monster
that period.
movies, yeah. Yeah, especially after what we saw last night. So quick question for you now that you've had time to ruminate on it. What do you think of Attack of the Crab Monsters as a film?
No, I said it when we were talking about it. I like the film quite a bit. I wasn't having any as a fun B-movie experience, and as a film that has its poster has been engraved into my retinas forever. It was soundly living up to all of my expectations. My real note on the matter, other than the obvious terrible parts, were the ham-fisted love triangle thing they tried to squeeze in at the end between the Gilligan's Island professor and Marty, the gal, and her hairy-chested lover. I thought was, why are we doing this in the last 10 minutes? Why are we making time for this now? We are the last four survivors of these maniacal French crabs, and we're having interpersonal relationships because nothing of that sort was ever set up before throughout the movie.
Yeah, and it's sad too because Marty and the professor, because we'll never know the actor's name or his characters.
Russell Johnson was his name.
Russell Johnson, sure, throw that in, but he's going to be the professor regardless.
And the guys with the ugly hairy chest, his name was Richard Garland.
Don't you mean Richard Harryland?
Richard Garland is also his nickname was Dick Tinsel.
What's the name of the
Yeah.
actress?
I don't remember. Marty was what they kept calling her.
Of course you would. Okay.
Hey, Marty.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I still need to
Hey,
see
Marty.
that one too.
Hey, Marty.
Yeah.
Ernest Borgnine was originally cast in that part.
But he couldn't make it, so they found someone else with an interesting forehead.
You need to see Marty.
Yeah, no, I want to see Marty too. So, because that one's more of a, it's more, is it a comedy drama or just drama?
No, it's a comedy drama. It is totally proto Punch Drunk Love
Oh,
with Ernest Borgnine.
oh, I didn't.
Written by Patty Chayefsky, who's one of the most famous, beloved playwrights and television writers of all time.
Mhm.
He also wrote Network, but Marty is kind of shades of Punch Drunk Love, shades of The Apartment, with it's the prototypical schlubby guy gets the girl with a over oppressive Italian mom type of movie.
So he has to fight her at the end.
It's the movie that every Woody Allen film wishes it was.
Yeah.
guess.
Oh, okay. Then it sounds great. So, especially if Woody's not
Yeah.
in it.
That's true.
Yeah.
The less Woody, the better. Woody Tinsel was Richard Garland's name.
Now, okay, here's a question about Marty. Does Ernest Borgnine get a bunch of cereal stamps to go traveling around the world whenever he wants?
I'm lost.
Oh, never mind. It's a dumb joke. I'm not going to discuss it.
All right. No, but he does play ping pong, and he does lose the Oscar.
Oh. In
Marty
real
Supreme.
life or in the movie?
Marty Supreme, I'm talking about.
Oh, Marty Supreme. Okay, I see what you did that. So
The only good part about that movie is you get to see Timothy Chalamet's naked ass, but also Penn Jillette is in it, fires a shotgun at him, and then gets ran over by a car.
where's the candy, Chalamet?
I was so unexpected.
Oh my goodness. He just shows up out of nowhere. So what's the context of just gigantic Penn Jillette just showing up and attacking?
They're going to this farmhouse with this girl that Marty is smitten with, and he's there, and he's wearing jean overalls too. So it makes it. He looks like he just stepped out of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which makes me want to believe that Teller is inside, chained up with like a gimp mask or something.
There's some weird stuff like that. So
That's what I want in my Hollywood films. I want more of that.
right. Brayton has no, Goji Shea has this question for you, Brayton. Wasn't Gary Lockwood also Gary Mitchell in the pilot episode of Star Trek, the guy who gets the silver eyes and superpowers?
Oh, I think so. Yes, Gary and Jeffrey Hunter, of course, was the original Kirk. So that was like Battle of the Sexies.
Okay.
Mm.
So and
I remembered, by the way, when we did the live stream on my channel, and we were talking about Empire of the Ants, and I was like, "What, is Nicole Williamson in that movie?" And you said no. I said Nicole Williamson, but I was thinking Robert Lansing, who of course is Gary Seven in Star Trek, the backdoor pilot that didn't come to fruition.
Really? He's
Yeah.
the guy with the beard, the main guy?
With the beard. Yep.
Wow, he looks so much different with the beard. He looks nicer with
I
the
know.
beard.
But he has those intense eyes.
Yeah, okay. Because I almost thought you were right that it was Stone Giant.
Nicole
Man.
Williamson,
Yeah,
yeah.
Nicole Williams. Because they do have similar eyes, that kind of similar intensity. So, oh my God, we could do that stupid episode with Gary Seven mixed with Empire of the Ants, but Empire of the Ants kind of sucks. So, can you think of a better movie with that actor?
I still have not seen 4D Man, which is kind of like the more colorful, jazzier version of The Amazing Transparent Man.
Yeah, do you want to do a double feature of that, Gary Seven with 4D Man instead?
Sure, why not?
Okay, yeah.
I'm still upset that Gary Seven didn't turn into anything, because I liked that episode, and if it did, we could have had like an American version of The Prisoner or something, sort of high concept sci-fi with him.
Yeah, so he's not, but he's more like a futuristic android who's just trying to help the past. So
Right, and he's got a cat.
yeah, a cat that turns into a woman, so it makes it weird 60s. So why am I complaining?
Sailor Moon, look at that! Look at what you've shown on Twitch.
Oh yeah, that's right. Luna falls in love with an astronaut. We need more movies where astronauts and their pets fall in love and save the universe from alien invaders.
George Clooney was Sandra Bullock's dog.
Hey! And they fight Marvin the Martian. We are
Right.
geniuses. Give us money.
Played by Matt Damon.
How's your mother?
What?
Matt Damon plays Marvin the Martian, so it's, he's, of course, the first question he asks is, how's your mother?
Oh,
Yeah.
I just didn't like decipher the voice. That was throwing me off.
Okay, sorry about that.
Was that your Matt Damon or your Marvin the Martian impression?
Well, I was trying to combine the two, so. Right.
Oh.
Also, I'm just terrible.
Yeah. See, that's the Team America. Matt Damon,
I
of
didn't
course.
want to go the Team American route, so because that's such a simple. It's a funny gag, but it's such a simple joke. So,
Well,
yeah.
you're gonna hold yourself to a standard.
Hey, my stuff is vaudeville stupidity. It's a higher level stupidity.
I wish I concocted the So Ronry song. I'm not that genius.
Mm-hmm. Random G fan says monkeys are the best part of the movie, and I love the movie, so they're saying something. Love Astro Pacific. I can't say that word, so I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to admit it. I ain't going to use magic technology or try to do it. It took me a long time to get negligence right, so negligence. Toy boat.
You didn't
is
practice
still,
the word in public though, so that's good.
Yeah, toy boat is still really hard to say over and over again. Toy boat, 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 toy boat,
toy boat, toy boat. Yeah, that's very
weird.
hard. Isn't it?
That's weird. We actually kind of did it. Do you think it's like a hive mind?
Toy boat,
Toy
toy boat,
boat,
toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat,
Okay,
toy
okay.
boat.
I started to screw up at the end, but you used your magic singing gay powers against me. I can say that, right?
I do that nightly.
Yeah.
Inflamo.
Inflamo. Okay, should I change the name? Because again,
Inflame on. And then I fly because I'm gay Johnny Storm. I was really gay for Johnny Storm in those crappy Fantastic Four movies with Chris. I like him. I find him sexier as Johnny Storm than as Captain America.
Okay.
Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Because he put on all that muscle for Captain America, and I'm not, he's too big.
Yeah, I kind of prefer him as like a evil action star from Scott Pilgrim.
Or maniacal trust fund rich kid in Knives Out.
Oh yeah, he's great in
He's
that.
got those nice sweaters.
Yeah, so of the three Knives Out movies, which is your least favorite? Since I like those movies a lot, but you're the bigger fan.
It's my favorite film trilogy, and
Yeah.
I would say that the second one is my least favorite.
Okay.
Because that's it's too silly. It like all of the commentary it's making, I think, is played a little too heavy and without nuance.
Yeah, it is a little. I do agree it's the wackiest of the three. I also feel that its third act is a little undercooked, especially compared to just how well orchestrated the third acts are of the other two movies.
And I feel like and especially the first one, the joy of a whodunit is you have to spend a lot of time with these characters, and the family, the Thrombies in the first movie are widely detestable.
Mm-hmm.
But you're seeing this film through Marta's eyes, who's a great character, and the Thrombies, their like family drama is hilarious and written very well. In the third film, a lot of the stuff about religion is expertly written and goes over my head.
Mm-hmm.
And the priest character in that film is one of the greatest priests, I think, in film.
Oh yeah, he's a great, like very much like Marta in the first movie. He's a great compliment to Mr. LeBlanc. So.
Yeah, where in the third movie or the second film, I don't like spending time with any of those people because they're so of our moment. And it was written during COVID, and there's all that weird COVID stuff at the beginning that probably won't age well in like another 20 years.
Yeah.
And I just don't find, any of those characters likable in the slightest.
Okay, but with that,
other than Blanc,
Yeah, Blanc. So, but no, I think the Thrombies, they're detestable, but there's enough layers or shades of gray to them where you do see some levels of pleasantries, or even the fact that they are the antagonists. But you can see that they're not exactly the most capable of antagonists. It's like my favorite joke in the whole movie is when Okay, dude, I get it. Your car goes fast, you little bitch. I don't know if you heard
Wow.
that. I got the front door
Wow.
wide open.
Damn.
Yeah, sorry, I
Rackham
wasn't.
Jones,
I
scathing
wasn't.
takedown of John Lasseter and his beloved Cars films.
That's okay. He's stuck doing really shitty streaming films, and nobody takes him seriously anymore, Mister
Just
Huggy.
needs a hug.
Yeah, no. Oh, Michael Shannon, right? The name of the actor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I think
He
it's like
played Walter in that movie.
yeah, Walter. I think that's like my favorite gag in the whole movie, where he tries to confront Marta in a passive aggressive way, and then he tries to be all terrifying about it with the cane hitting, and it's like, and then Marta, bless her, she comes in her intelligence like, well, if I'm this rich, I can hire my own legal team.
Yeah, the thing is, oh well, with our, with our, what's the word for it? With our resources, we'll be able to help you out of this. Well, since I've inherited this, your resources are my resources, so I'll find my own. Wait, no, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, he's just how wonderfully deflated he is after she goes back inside. It's like, oh,
Yeah, you better be sure that's what you want.
yeah,
But no, I love that movie, and I just love spending time in that house too. I think that's one of the great movie houses. So the first one will always have my heart. Then
Yeah.
the second one, then the third one rather, and then the second.
yeah. I like all three movies very much so, but I think I do agree with you. The first one, number one, of course. The third one is I would definitely say this is the strongest movie. I still have a lot of fun with the third one, but that would definitely go into the third category. So
Wait, what? rank the two other ones because you said the same thing twice.
sorry about that. Knives Out, number one.
Okay.
Wake Up Dead Man, number two.
Right.
And Glass Onion, number three.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the stuff in Glass Onion, the comedy that's there, where it's really played heavy in that, is fun for a lot of it. But I'm just missing some of the substance. Other than that,
Yeah.
And in the third movie, you have a lot of beautiful moments, like the conversation he has with the woman on the phone at the moving company, like
Mhm.
about that, her mom is really sick, and she just had a screaming match with her, and she doesn't
Yeah.
want the last thing that she says to her mom to
Yeah.
be, and they pray with each other. Really beautiful moments throughout that of actual humanity.
Oh yeah.
Where
Even
the
with
second one was kind of more of just a,
cartoony.
it was like a farce satire of the elite, which I mean I'm for, but I've seen that a lot.
Yeah, to be fair, the Elite is that cartoonish and shallow, but yeah, it's just like I said, the
It doesn't
third
make
act.
for an enjoyable movie though, spending
Yeah.
time with them.
Yeah, yeah, and the third act, it doesn't have the same level of cleverness that the other movies had.
No.
It's like, what is it? There's that one overworked assistant throughout the whole movie, who I thought was going to end up filming stuff at the end and join our good guy side, but they really don't do anything with her character. And that might be a commentary on just how submissive and people are just to keep their jobs, which unfortunately is a very true thing. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
But,
She's Kate Hudson's assistant in the movie, who is her. She's very much like a influencer social type who makes all these deals. And like one of the jokes in there is that she tweeted out, "Yay for sweatshops" or something, and she thought that it was a shop that makes sweatpants.
mhm.
And that's really the only moment where her assistant is like, "Oh, you stupid bitch," or something. You
Yeah.
didn't say that, did you?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
other than that, though, it's kind of a character that comes to nothing.
Yeah,
Um,
and there are good moments
Yeah.
where she's like trying to find jobs and works with other people, and then they either threaten or discard her. So I thought
Yeah.
the big plot twist was that she's going to end up becoming like the third secret ally, filming all this stuff throughout the whole movie. And because she's such a low end on the work ladder as far as these rich psychopaths are concerned, nobody would notice that she's literally filming evidence left and right. But no, it just felt really undercooked and all that. So. But then again, I don't know. Maybe that was the whole point of the movie. But yeah, it's like the cartoony nature of it was a little too much. So
yeah, it's very much a comedic cyborg. What I appreciate, though, is that it introduced the fact that Benoit Blanc lives with his man partner, Hugh Grant,
So
who I know people who know. So that's kind of cool.
Right.
I'm like one handshake away from the Knives Out universe.
yes. A quick question from Random G fan before he leaves, and since you're more familiar with the Muppets than I am, he says, "Who is the most important Muppet of all time?" Because you are
What?
related to Skeeter, right?
Obviously.
Yeah. No, actually, no. You feel more like the Eagle.
That's Patrick. Patrick is the eagle.
Okay.
The most important Muppet obviously is Kermit because he was the first.
Right.
Like in terms of importance, my favorite Muppet though is Gonzo.
Yeah, you can never go wrong, Gonzo.
Yeah, that's right. He's the
Yeah.
underdog, you know.
Yeah.
Gonzo is kind of I heard it described somewhere as kind of like the Chuck Jones or people fans of that will say that, Bugs Bunny is who you aspire to, but unfortunately Daffy Duck is who you really are.
Yeah.
Kind of a similar thing where Kermit is who you want to be, but Gonzo is who we all are at heart. And neither of those are bad.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'd rather be a Gonzo than a Daffy Duck, but at the same time, Daffy Duck is a.
What a sentence.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
another one for a possible title. I'd rather be a Gonzo than a Daffy Duck.
Let's go with that. I think that's a better title.
Yeah.
But no, we'll talk about titles before we close this up, which is pretty soon. Because, like you said, if we start talking about titles soon, it just ruins and sucks out all the energy out of the show and just goes to hell.
Well, we're about 3.5 hours in, so there's no more soon.
Okay, so in other words, we're going to wrap it up pretty soon.
Wrap it up and take it home and put it in a bucket.
Yeah, because the refrigerator is broken and we only got ice. It's the
Ice
Spookies. It's so stupid.
Yuki. I want to see Yuki versus Jimmy Kimmel's Guillermo. I want to see them fight to the death.
I think they will join forces and save the world from a mutual enemy.
That'd be great.
Right, I can imagine both of them like just pushing over Daleks, and the actors inside. It's like, why are you doing that to the Dalek costumes? Come on, guys.
It is Dalek.
They're pretty stupid.
So why you need to see Frankenstein because David Lee Bradley, whatever his name is, who plays older William Hartnell, plays the blind man in that.
Oh, okay, shit. I really got to watch that movie now.
And of course, it's an emotional scene because it always is.
Yeah. That guy can't do anything without making us cry, other than just
I don't know how close it is to the books where that plays out, but it word for word, it's pretty close to the Bride of Frankenstein scene.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so hold on, I think we're pretty much done. Random G fan, I appreciate you listing all the monster stuff. I'll definitely check it out later if I can.
Yeah, of course he will.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. There was something else I wanted to bring up.
My lunch.
What do you have for lunch? What just came out of your mouth and into your hands?
That's for another day. Put it in the bucket. Take it to the In-N-Out.
Put it in the bucket. Take it to the In-N-Out. All right, let's discuss titles. What do you got? What do you got for me, sweetheart?
Oh, hold on. I wrote these down. Okay, so a few options we have here are Equally Expendable, Waldo Found Dead, Choose Your Dad, I Eat Pee Either Way, 2010, The Year We Make Shit Up, or I'd rather be a Gonzo than a Daffy Duck.
I'm leaning towards 2010, the year we make shit up.
Make shit up. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, yeah, let's go with that since we've been doing nothing but almost space talk tonight. So,
all right.
Goji Shea says he really enjoyed the Del Toro Frankenstein. Yeah, I still have that in my backlogs to watch. Brayton gave me a copy. Trolls in Nordic Folklore, English by Gorilla Pictures. Oh yeah, that's right. Random G Fan is listing kaiju films. Like I said, you can also do it in the replies from my posts that I usually do on YouTube.
Random G Fan likes giant monsters.
Yes.
You're gonna have some competition.
No, I already got a competition from that damn Toku professor, you son of a gun. I'll get you. I know where you live. I'm just too lazy to walk over there.
The Toku professor.
Yeah.
He fights giant crabs.
Yes.
Professor.
With his coconut robot.
There is a moment in there, though, in that scene in that movie, though, a line that he has where the professor, the actual professor in the movie, who's a French guy, is giving them the lowdown about how the crabs work. And we cut to a shot of him going, so what do you mean, professor? And one of my lines is, look who's talking. I thought was cute.
Yeah, I forgot to mention. Yeah, the whole three-way romance thing just comes out of nowhere. But with that says, the professor, whoever the actor is, whose name you're going to say, but I'm going to forget a minute later.
Russell Johnson.
Whatever, spaceman, space master. You get it? You getting it? You get it? One more time. You get it?
I don't get it.
I know. It's Space Ghost reference.
He was also in World Without End.
Oh, that's one of the scientists. That's one of the time traveling astronauts.
Yes, that's
Okay.
where you have the great line of "What's this and the rest crap?"
Right. So, but no, he does have slightly stronger chemistry with Marta than the Chia Pet Chest. So,
Yep, Chia Chest.
Chia Chest. Yeah, I can't believe we didn't make that joke. He is
don't know.
hairy.
I'll never get out of my mind though. The ghostly talking French crabs are fantastic. Oh, and then how like they have that little fight where they're climbing the tower at the end. He's taunting them. What a foolish move that would be! You can only speak through objects. It's great.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful movie. I recommend it to everybody. It's an hour and 2 minutes.
Yeah, it should be readily available both on YouTube and Tubi. So yeah, Attack of the Crab Monsters, definitely check it out. Larry Billmeyer, a blind, I get his last name wrong. You know, the Lost Skeleton Cadaver dude.
Blummeyer.
Yeah, he's a big fan of that movie. So
I believe it. I can see it.
yeah, so it's like now I'm thinking, I know that movie's available through the American Film Genre Archive. Maybe try to get him come down, host that movie, and then follow it up with Trial of the Screaming Forehead.
Why
Or
don't
maybe-
you ask him as the skeleton to officiate the wedding you guys are planning?
No. I try to get Dana Gould to do Dr. Zayas, but Gabe says he doesn't want to do any major surprises that may offend certain people. So no Dr. Zayas.
Oh, come on, to be even better with the foul-mouthed skeleton.
Yeah. Yeah, but who's going to pilot the damn thing? So,
Hey, kiss me.
Yeah.
Hey, honey.
Yeah. By the way, if you live in Los Angeles and you want somebody more reliable and cheaper than an actual wedding photographer, let me know. I can come down there. So
You're inviting yourself to other people's wedding.
no, just because I don't trust wedding photographers. They almost suck.
But you
Based on past experiences, they barely film anything and they overcharge. And if they are cheap, they don't film the actual families. They film like a bunch of other random people they think are cool because they're stupid.
New title for tonight's stream: My open invitation to your wedding.
I'm still a little more excited about.
Invite me. I'll just show up and eat the stuff. I'll down the whole cake and then make out the back door
I'll film a bunch of stuff too. I'll make it worth it. So.
to use for B-roll footage in my puppet theater shows.
Okay, now you're just being facetious.
What, a paper puppet wedding?
No, I'm not doing a paper puppet wedding. I can't
Why
draw.
not?
I can't draw wedding dresses.
What about a paper puppet red wedding?
No, all my characters are sword proof. That wouldn't work. Oh, they could bash each other with bats. It'd be funny.
I don't know. I think Miss Blue's been impaled a few times.
We were doing so good tonight. We're calling this 2010 the year we make shit up.
Works for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Jim Curry.
Are you okay? You sound like you're choking on something.
Possessed by Tim Curry for a moment.
Oh, okay.
You're Tim Curry, actually.
Yeah. I don't know. It's fun to do, but yeah, considering what the poor state he's in.
Malcolm.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go and wrap things up. Let me go find the music. Any last things you want to plug?
You're
Never
setting me up to
mind.
knock him down, aren't you?
Never mind. You know what I mean. Well, any last things you want to bring up before we officially close it out?
2010, the year we go to space. Ah.
The one place not ruined by capitalism or Sci-Fi Channel, space. I'm not in the mood to do the voice, so I'm not going to do it.
Cop out. Hey, this is Tracy Morgan. I'm from Cop Out. Do Bruce Willis. You can do that. You're in the mood for that.
No.
Perfect.
I'm glad you got it. So, I'm Brayton. We're going to do all sorts of fun stuff. What do you think, Raph?
Raph, you are truly unbreakable.
Unless you drown me.
That's in a puddle. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, that sucked. It's like, yeah, could.
I don't know. I thought that was almost the level of certain genius that this hero dies in a puddle.
Yeah.
There's something I don't know, profound about that.
Yeah. You just end the insane fight early that way. So
I didn't dislike Glass, so we can have that discussion another day.
yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it a second time. I just know I didn't like it the first time I saw it. So
I love the sound of breaking glass, especially when I'm lonely.
and you wake up the next morning on your bare feet. It's like, where's all this glass came from? Oh, right. Okay, that's me. My bad.
That is a daily occurrence.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's like me waking up and bash into the door. And it's like, oh, right, I got to open this damn thing because I'm tired. I can't think straight.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Ed Zachary.
That's... All right. So, yeah, ladies, let me just go ahead and do a quick check.
Yep, it's still there.
Yeah, it's still there. Okay, good. My feet are still there. I can walk when I'm done. Sometimes I have nightmares. They disappear. So that damn Medusa wife takes them when I'm not looking. So,
Or the cave falls in and knocks him off, like in Attack of the Crab Monsters.
yeah, that was a little too much.
That was stretching credibility.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, because if it was a bigger rock, yeah, but that was just that's just a bone breaker. That's not a hand slicer.
A complete detachment. We've seen a lot of movies with detached hands lately.
How so? Remind me. Refresh my memory.
Hands of a Stranger.
Hands of a Stranger.
Attack of the Crab Monsters.
Attack of the Crab Monsters.
Hamburger
Billy
Helper,
McBean
the
and his
picture.
missing legs.
Hamburger Helper, the Mad TV sketch.
The Mad TV did that, yeah. Arm Collector, the series.
Have you seen Chopping Mall?
No, that's with the Killer Robots and Paul Blart basically reprising his role from Eating Raoul.
Paul Bartel Mall Cop.
I don't want to fight these lower criminals, but I must. How can I fight them with my doughy girl?
Also, I have diabetes.
Diabetes too, yes, as well. Okay. Last question of the night. Okay, I know that's your go-to reference for everything.
Mall Blart.
Mall Blart Bart.
Bart Simpson.
Is that a movie you want to do as a stream at some point?
Yeah. I
Okay.
want to pair it with Taken.
Let's hope both movies are under 90 minutes, and I'll
They're
be
both,
okay.
their length are short enough where it'll work.
Okay. All right, then. Hold on. I'm going to open the music. If you hear music, apologies. Yeah, of
I
course.
hear a symphony.
Right. Okay, so we're going to end the night. Ladies and gentlemen, I know I haven't really been doing much as the way of YouTube. I try to put one thing up a week. I'll try to be better in April. But other than that, yeah, I'm not stressing out too much about this. Brayton, though, you've gotten a bunch of subscribers recently, so the curse belongs to
April
you.
O'Neil reporting.
Hmm?
April O'Neil reporting.
Right.
You said April.
April. Oh, right. Yeah. No.
April.
Yes.
Not another story about the turtles.
Uh-huh. Is that
Awesome.
supposed to be the Will Arnett's character?
No, her boss in that, in like her J. Jonah Jameson that she reports to in that movie, is like a guy in a tiny little office space.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Glasses.
I have not seen that movie in ages. I just know the Shredder has like a scary bald henchman.
Oh, no, that is Mr. Tetsuo.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is-
Tetsu.
Yeah, a character they actually brought back for the Nickelodeon CGI Turtle series. And to their credit, they didn't turn him into a monster with mutagen, which they do to every human character on that show.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's one of the one of those
great,
things
anyways.
that pains me that he was dubbed, because I really wish that was just his natural voice.
Oh, yeah. He probably sounded okay in the original version, but we'll see what happens. So,
It's like learning that Goldfinger was dubbed.
oh, yeah, that
Takes
is
a
lame.
little bit of the fun out of it.
Yeah, exactly. So, although didn't he sound too much like a big whirly pearly uncle?
No, you can hear segments of him. People have done edited compilation videos. So on YouTube, you can find his original voice. The actor's name is like Arthur Grobe or something.
Mhm.
And in the trailer for the movie, you can hear a little bit of his voice. there's a scene in the film where Bond is like peeping on them, and he's talking about Operation Grand Slam, and he's sort of at
Oh
a
yeah,
distance.
to all the crime bosses he just
Yeah.
randomly betrays later on, including Dorkin.
Yeah, and it's the actor's actual voice. And there have been interviews of him, and he doesn't speak bad English, so I really don't know what the issue was, other than they wanted to be absolutely sure that every single pronunciation beat was exact. But other than that, I don't get it.
Maybe it's just something where the producers and the studio just didn't like his original voice, period, regardless how well he spoke. So they did a Hammers film and just dubbed over everybody.
Well, it's one of those things I have to hand it to him though, because I never knew that as a kid, but now that I know that, it's so distracting for me when I watch that.
Mm-hmm. Oy, okay. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it quits. This was a fairly decent episode of Night Owling. Thank you, Brayton. Didn't feel too bad about it.
Wow, I've heard that a lot.
Yeah. But
Money's
no,
on the dresser, chocolate.
yeah, but no, this was a fairly decent movie. We were supposed to have Lewis on board, but I think things just happened on his end. So we'll try to get him in the future.
At the in and out.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah, he's across the street just making love to Ava and the fries. It's like, come on, guys, what are you, high? Maybe.
It's a Munchies run.
Yeah, Munchies run. So, Munchies, we got the Munchies. We're gonna eat all night.
Who is the Munchie?
Why the hell can he not escape the box? He has magic. What the fuck?
Gotta be Munchie.
Yeah. Munchies. He got the munchies. You and I should just work on rap songs for the next 2 years.
Raps.
Raps. and the covers is me putting a sandwich in wax paper. Looking all menacing to look straight in the camera.
Raps, riff raff.
Yes.
It's time for riff raff.
Right. What would your rap name be? Brayton to the power of 10. Bray to the power of 10.
Bray Tizzle.
Bray Tizzle. There you go. Bray Tizzle.
Yeah.
Okay. What would we call Goji Shay's rap name?
Shay anything. Like say anything.
Oh, okay. And Random G Fan 1942.
That works for me.
Okay. There you go.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna cut it quit. Hopefully we'll see you guys throughout April, but I think this is pretty much as far as my channel goes, unless I swarm something up at the last minute. So spit something out.
At the in and out.
Yes. Good night. Good night.
Confirmed.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Take care, and thank you for everything.
Here's something to think about when things go wrong all the time. That luck can change like that high tide. Bad things can soon turn out alright. And with each passing day, so goes another life. Everybody wants to live, some people wanna die. So close your eyes, 'cause it's alright to say hello. Good night. A good night. A good night. A good night. So if this is to be our time, just think of what we left behind. Will they say good of you to last, or lose the memory of you fast? Forever and ever, a wonderful thing. Will someone be grateful for what we tried to bring? It's late, but just remember then, this day will never come again.
not saying a damn thing, are you?
And I offered them a peep show. That fell on deaf ears.
Everybody wants to live. Some people wait to die. So close your eyes, 'cause it's alright to say hello.
Good night, folks.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. Good night. Good night. Hello, good night. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Sure.